Ah, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Andoria, the Element of Loss, presented by Thembos and Dragons. It's me, Sid. We're back. It's been some time, but hey, look at us. Look at all these faces. And take a look at the art. It's moving when we talk. Can you believe it?
What?
Are you ever confused on who's talking? Well, now you won't be, because it lights up. What is that box? Oh, it's a box. Um, So yeah, look, it's me. It's lit up. All of my besties. It's lights up. So thank you for joining us. I know it's been some time, but we're all glad you're here. I'm Sid, as I said before. I'm going to be the dungeon master for this evening. Let's start with our usual announcements. Thank you to our favorite goose and character artist Mackie. So hi Mackie, if you're there watching. Also,
Thank you, Mackie.
as I said before, look at this art. It was made by Mackie. You might also see some more Mackie art later if there's combat or if people make me have to pull out maps of places because I need to describe them.
Combat, you say?
I can't trust any of you. Not to start a fight, I'm going to be real honest. So now I just start preparing for one to happen in every session. Also, thank you, Carly, for the name tiles and the Andoria logo. I'm going to keep saying it every time I can. I really love the logo. Thank you so much, Carly. It's actually exactly what I wanted and it's great. Check it out on screen. It's part of the name tiles. Thank you to Lykel, our background artist. Thank you to Che and PQ for some possible awesome maps we might see today, as well as Ori the cartographer. And thank you to Arcane Anthems for the music present on stream. You can find all of our artists' Twitter information and Patreon links in the chat, which none of you can see it, but I have a stream deck now, and I'm so excited to just press buttons and it does the
Oh yeah,
things
you
for
showed me
me.
the stream deck.
Yeah, so now I just press this button and boom! In the chat, look at all that information. Oh, it doesn't send it as one message. But you know what? That's fine with me.
Spam.
I know, I'm sorry. Listen, I have to type it myself each and every time, but now there's a button I press and it does it. It's beautiful. Lastly,
That's better.
thank each and every one of you. Thank you for following, for subscribing, for just taking the time to watch us. It's great you watch us flail. I'm maybe flailing right now, but you don't have to know that. We couldn't do what we do without you guys, so thank you for joining us. And thank you for... Oh! Thank you, Liz Lullaby, for sending out
Oh my god.
a gift sub to Rohatness.
To Rohatness.
Wait.
How do I regift this?
I didn't think that the bot can get a.
They're a custom bot, which means they're a real account that I
Right.
had to create and then I monitor as well. Did you know that I'm watching it through two accounts right now? I got a separate browser. Also, I have no idea how to regift subs, so if anyone would like to message me how to do that, I'll do that later. I don't know how that works. Also, because you're all amazing and you're all great, thank you for joining our community. Come join us in the moderated Twitch chat where we do things like gift subs to bots. And also, we have some donation tiers. Check out our donation tiers. Our D&D donation abilities for $1 or 100 bits. You can grant guidance or a +1 to a player's rolls. $3 or 300 bits. Inspiration or a D6 to a player's rolls. And $10 or 1,000 bits. New character who it is. Custom NPC for the stream. And I press another button. You can see my arm reaching for it. And boom. In the chat it is. I didn't have to do anything.
You did have to reach over and press a button.
I know, but that's better than me copy-pasting and or typing it up because I forgot to open up the document.
Fair.
So now it's just listen, y'all. I got buttons for days. I got buttons that do so much. Look at this. Boop. I think that does something. I don't know. It doesn't do anything. Never mind.
Have so many horses underneath them.
Boom.
Perfect.
Okay. That's all. That's all me. Do we have any faffing that we are required to do before stream? I might have done.
Everyone else, I don't know what's going on. Where's the amount of faff?
I think I did a lot of it.
I don't know. Do I have any faff? Trying to think of random faff I have.
Rohannes, why aren't you working?
What is the quote thing that's happening?
It's me. There's a command we have called !quote, but it's not working.
But it's not actually listing a quote.
I know. Maybe I turned it off. Oh well.
Do we not have quotes?
We do. We have multiple. It's just not working. But all right.
There's our fact done.
That was the fapping. I'm glad we got that out. Yeah, it's just not working. I'll check those settings later. Anywho, since that was the fapping and that was me fapping in the background, let's do a previously on. So previously, in the last episode of Andoria, landing in the port of East, the party found some disturbing information from the merchants and customers of the port. Some people who were perhaps missing memories and feeling just a little bit sick. As the party made their way to track down Lady Grav, they met a stranger who assisted them in tracking and capturing the elusive noble. And with a now unconscious Lady Grav tucked away in their mobile expanding tent, Rakta the bounty hunter and Yasir have teleported to an unknown location.
That sounds like a really bad spin-off of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Rockshaw the Bounty Hunter.
Oh my god.
Listen, it was on purpose.
Do you now have a mullet? Please say you now have a mullet.
No, I mean,
you could shape it and then remove
Shape
it.
a mullet out of your slime.
Like
Just a
Dog
quick
the Bounty
bloop,
Hunter.
and then away.
I could also make my character have giant boulders. Anyways.
Oh wait, you mean like boulders? Just like boom.
Yeah, that's definitely what they meant.
Yep, totally.
Exactly what it
Shape
was.
water. Shape water.
Listen, we we don't have time for that. There are a lot of actually, you know what? Slimes and Genasi have a lot of perks.
Yeah.
Water.
It's a lot of perks.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
You know, okay. All right. Moving on. Listen. This is a mature stream. We do have it marked as that, but there is only so much that Twitch will let us get away with.
Fair enough.
Big Daddy Bezos will come scream at us.
We can talk about this on break.
Listen, you just gotta tune in to Thembos and Dragons After Dark. We talk about some things.
Let's call our Discord.
Available on Spotify soon.
No, it's specifically only on OnlyFans. So the only
Fair
place you
enough.
can get it.
Well, we gotta get money somehow.
Exactly. Anywho, so as the party, two of you inside of that bag of not holding, but sort of mobile bag of infinite expansion.
Tent of holding.
Your tent of infinite expansion. Alongside an unconscious Lady Grav, that leaves just Raktha and Yasir teleporting to a new location.
I believe while we were teleporting, they were going to be asking her some questions.
Yes. So, while the teleportation is technically instantaneous, things are a little weird when you're trapped inside of a bag, and you might have a bit more time than you thought to speak. Were there any questions you wanted to ask of the unconscious woman in the bag?
I mean, she's unconscious.
Are you going to try and wake her up, or just leave her unconscious?
Yeah, because so we were like, oh, we will leave this session specifically so you can come up with questions that you wanted to have.
That was weeks ago.
And I had them, and then I lost them.
Oh, refine them.
They were not like written down. So... They were like mentally here. I had them, then I lost them.
Well,
gotta write it down.
Are you gonna you're actually gonna have a conversation with Yasir about the whole feelings thing, or are you just
shut up? We're not talking about that. We are not talking about that right now, Baxter.
Right. What should we actually talk about?
Oh my god! I totally forgot that there was that conversation where he was just in the bathroom, able to hear it.
I mean, could we be like, where's your kid? Like, why are you such a dick? What happened after the train? What happened after the train might be a good one.
There you go. That's a good one. The middle question, we can probably, keep that one out for now.
Where's your kid?
We can come back to it eventually. So we'll do the one about the kid. We'll do the one about Perry. Then we'll do the one about what happened after the train. And then if we're given any sass, you have permission to ask, why are you such a dick?
Awesome. But like for real, was she such a dick?
Fair enough. I don't know.
Well, how did she know you said? She's like,
That too. That's
yeah,
important.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I gotta know that. Okay.
Gee, if you have any questions you want to ask,
Wah.
all right, we can definitely ask it.
Wah.
Please add went to the list right there.
All right. Wait. Am I saying that right, or is it like wah?
Wah.
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 Wah. Wow, it's just like full on, like sounds like a human. Wah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got.
I mean, can you think of anything? Why would there be a banty on her head?
Just so we have it here, I'm gonna give you all the brain cell.
That was a mistake.
I bold of you to assume that this haircut allowed for any mental transmission of brain cells to still get through this thick skull of mine.
Brain cells to Thembo.
To Thembo, not enough dragons. I mean, we could ask why she thinks there'd be a banty on her head, because I mean, technically there is.
Yep.
And then maybe we can ask I don't know, what was their actually original mission? Did we actually have like an original like thing we were supposed to do a while ago?
What would the connection be to the person back all the way at the start? Whose name I fucking forgot.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
For the connection to who?
What was the name of the guy that we got the contract from initially?
Oh, I could do this one. The guy I hit on. Hold on.
Oh, Liz, I hope you have that because I have a whole new notebook as a DM.
Hold on.
Literally the reason that we're here in the first place.
I mean, there is.
Jeff's Vito's is the big boss, the big job. Light blue skin, green hair, turquoise eyes, tiefling with spikes on tail, bodyguards, 2 elven people, blonde, brown, holding each other. So God, the elves went to them. Keep the elves safe, but favor later.
Oh wait, I'm dumb. It's just straight up fucking.
I mean, Hades was looking for Perry.
Yeah, Hades. That's. How did I fucking forget that?
The job from was Vitos.
Yeah, so Vitos gave you the job on behalf of Lifeway, but the job is specifically to look for Perry, who is Lady Grav's child, and the last person to have seen them.
Sorry, what was the name of the guy again? Not Hades, the other guy.
Vitos. Yeah,
is it V-I-T-O-S?
V-E, I wrote V-E-T, like Vito with an S.
Fair enough.
Find someone who'd been missing for 15 years. Perry Grav, Earth Kid, Genasi, brown skin, green eyes, green hair. Last place was desert. Thing trying to build to travel without magic. Kid was supposed to be on there, but weren't. That's not grammar. And once alive, guide or names. Yes, sir, was supposed to be there. Yes, sir, as guide. Talented. 3 days. Give him packet on the kid.
Fair enough. Okay, thank you. Now chat knows our order of operations as well.
Exactly.
Because I cannot be trusted to remember all of these questions on my own.
I was going to say, it's like, are you guys writing that down? Because I am not going to write it down for you. So.
Oh, there's a letter from to Perry from H.
Yeah, I have that letter from Hades to Perry. That is oddly compressed in Discord. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps compressing. Every time I send it over, it gets weirdly compressed. So.
Yeah.
Perry hadn't Hellhound, but we already found it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That was in the original, because that was the Hellhound that was hanging with the kids.
Yes. Oh, but also, so, before we get sidetracked, are those all of your questions?
Yes. Oh, my God. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then how are you going to wake up Lady Grav?
Let me take a look. 1 HP off of my lay on hands.
Okay.
I'd like to gently shake her shoulder.
Because she is stable. She didn't you didn't knock her down to 0 HP. Rocktot just knocked her out.
Yep, non-lethal. I went for non-lethal damage.
So she wasn't 0 HP unconscious. Otherwise, that would have been death saves. It was more of the
Fair
like
enough.
just straight up not awake. But shaking the lay on between the lay on hands and the shaking her. I'm assuming back to you're not gentle about this.
I just give
would,
like a little.
I would think I was being gentle, but let's be honest. I'd probably be a bit
You're-
more like rough than I really mean to be.
Alrighty. So you managed to shake her awake. She just sort of looks around and goes, what? And immediately goes back. Help! Help! I've been kidnapped!
That's not really gonna get you anywhere, Miss Grav. I'm sorry.
I mean, technically speaking, I don't think we were really the ones that kidnapped you. We just
Yeah,
happened to
we're
be the
really
ones
not.
in the bag.
I get kind of, in a way, we're kind of like the
Kidnappers by
kind-hearted
association?
kitten. I'm just gonna say like kind-hearted interlude. We're not really the kidnappers. We're more like the entourage of the kidnapper, who we didn't even know in the first place. This is just kind of a really weird coincidence that we're here in the same place.
And I'm supposed to believe my kidnappers, that they're not kidnappers.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, we totally
I
act
mean,
like kidnappers.
also, I guess technically speaking, you're not like a kid, so I guess it'd be like adult napping. Because I mean, you're not a kid, so really can't be kidnapped. We can't really be taking a kid, napping a kid if you're not a kid.
You see, she tries to move, and she is still tied up from when you guys tied her up before you threw her in the bag. So she's just like struggling in those bonds.
Now, okay, I am gonna say as well, even if you did get out of that, this place is a fucking maze. It's a wonder that anyone navigates through it. I doubt that someone like you would be able to navigate it that quickly on the first time around.
You see, she
It's
just
actually a little scary.
sneering, and she's like, "Somewhat, if ruffians and kidnappers, looking directly at Baxter, such as yourself, can navigate a place, then I can too. And again, am I to believe my kidnapper? She is. Hang on, let me roll her checks to try and get out of this. We love to see it. We really love to see it.
What was it?
There's a now 1 and a 2.
Hey.
She like somehow makes the ropes worse. Like you don't. She's struggling, and she like partially because her dress is maybe a little too fluffy and big. And for a moment, you think she might have been able to get out just by the virtue of like her body is smaller than the dress, and they're like hardwired dresses. Until she snaps one of the wires on her dress, and it just tightens the rope around her.
Oh, be careful.
So now you see her dress is just a little bit ruined, and also the ropes are a little bit tighter.
Oh, you
Oh,
doing it
damn.
yourself? Keep doing that. You might like accidentally like really hurt yourself. We don't want that.
Now listen.
The first thing that came to my mind was I was thinking, oh, I was really rooting for you.
Okay, now listen. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Grav. Okay, it's between
Mrs.
talking to
Grav.
Miss. It's between
Mrs.
talking to us
Mix?
and going with a bounty hunter that currently has you as their mark.
Oh, I'm sure you're working with that bounty hunter. She keeps struggling. Sure.
Why?
I mean, it's more of an approximation. We're just here on business to talk to you about something. We never intended on kidnapping you, in all honesty. It's just sort of something that happened because someone else needed you for something.
Why would there actually be a bounty on your head? Do you seem like you kind of know this?
Yeah.
Oh, people are always apt to capture nobles like myself. Also, I want everyone to know I rolled a 3 and a 4. I'm slowly working my way up the d20.
We're getting up there.
I'm gonna see, because she's still struggling, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take out my whole ass great axe and just slam it on the ground next to me. Even if you do get out of that, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. Where'd you get that from? That's pretty cool.
How?
And I'm just gonna lean on it for support.
As you do that, sobbing. Just immediately. How dare you? And then you see she just pauses for a moment, looks at you to see if like you care, and then just keeps crying.
Nope.
And she's like, how could you do this to I? What is it?
Why is there a bounty on your head?
I'm sure you ruffians must know you took it. You took the bounty.
Actually, I did. We just kind of met them on a boat, and then just
Yeah.
happened to want to talk to the same people, and here we are.
People always want to murder nobles. I have so much money.
Are we murdering her?
I don't think. I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
they never said.
We actually probably should have had this conversation before we
Sobbing.
started doing stuff. Yeah, well.
Further tears. I personally am not going to cry, but more tears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now listen.
where's the Perry? Do you know a Perry?
What do you want with my daughter?
I don't know. Just told to find her.
She has been...
Find them, actually. Because I'm not a dick
Yeah.
like some people in the room.
Them.
My child has been dead for 15 years.
Oh, look at that. You're actually a child.
How?
this
Wait,
15
hold on,
years-
hold on. Rewind. How did that happen?
Was this at the train incident? Incident? Was this at the
Incident?
train
The incident in the train here?
incident?
There was an issue
Instantly.
with the train. It's... My daughter was... The train was
Child.
attacked.
They.
My heir was attacked on this train. We were all attacked. I did not see her make it off.
Them.
But apparently our guide said that they made it. But we camped in the desert for the night. And someone started slipping through the tents. It was like a shadow. And some of us didn't wake up the next day.
Like, slit through it, blood ever wake up, or just like kept sleeping, didn't wake up?
They seemed fine. The only difference, they weren't breathing, but the only difference was their hands had turned black. I don't know how.
Now, was Perry a part of this?
I don't know. They always got themselves in trouble hanging out with less than savory characters. I don't know. I don't keep track of my children.
Well, there's gotta be someone that you hated more than others.
Your job?
Okay, wait, what? I didn't hear. Those are both at the same time.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go first.
Nope, mine was stupid. Go for it.
Well, there must have been one that you hated more than others. Like, do you remember any names attached?
Some fiery kid. I don't know.
Yes, sir?
I don't keep track of their names. They're poor.
Hades?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Mr. H?
But
Mr. J?
Mr.
I'm gonna insight that one about Hades.
Go ahead.
That is a 22.
You're not sure. She seems mostly just upset at the concept of talking about Perry. Like that, the tears went from fake trying to get your attention to when talking about Perry, it became like a genuine, shaky sort of voice. So you think she might just genuinely be upset about the whole conversation, but she didn't change when you mentioned Hades. She kept saying, "I don't know," and you think she might genuinely just not pay attention to who her kid hangs out with.
Fair enough.
Listen, I don't... Whatever you want. Is it money?
No. Because, to be honest, we were sent on a wild goose chase. I've been given a contract that I am supposed to find Perry. So apparently, whoever sent me this contract,
I'm following along.
whoever gave me this contract believes in their full rights that they are still alive.
If you want to find my child, you can go to my family estate and look in the graveyard.
Was that it? Weren't you there? Why are you here? Why were you in TN?
How dare you not leave your house, like, ever? Don't you know?
Listen, we're in quarantine right now. Where are you going?
Exactly.
Would you stay in your home after your child and husband died?
I mean, technically speaking, I didn't stay in my home even when no one died because, like, it kind of sucked. but like that's a whole different conversation about like trauma and like generational trauma and stuff like that. So I
This-
mean, I guess, but like if it's still your family estate and you own it, you might want to like it's just like sitting empty. If it is, then you could like turn it into like a I don't know an orphanage or something.
Yeah, you could, give it to
Like do
people who are
something
less
good.
fortunate to be able to have a place to stay.
I did. I gave it
Oh, that's
to
good.
my disenfranchised cousins.
I like put my hand up for a high five, then realize that she's still side up, and then put my hand down.
No.
Sorry.
I raise your hand back up and give you the high five myself.
Sorry, forgot the bit.
Oh, you've asked enough very fun, interesting questions about the worst parts of my life. What do you want?
I don't know. I really am just along for the ride.
Why did I get that bounty from Vitos?
From who?
From Vitos?
I'm sorry, who's
Are you
it?
asking me about poor people again?
Okay. Thought that would get me somewhere. Didn't.
I mean, technically speaking, we're all a little poor in some way or the other, from like friendship or money.
How does it feel, Mrs. Grav, to be absconded by poor people?
Filthy, disgusting. You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
I mean, I don't have any money, but I got my duck here as my best friend. I'm just going to point to Jeff and be like, "Here's Jeff. He's my best friend. Pretty wealthy about that."
She looks at and goes. And Jeff just looks away and goes, wah, wah.
Do you know Jeff?
No, I must be thinking of someone else.
Insight
I
check.
must be thinking of another duck.
Another duck with armor on.
Please, insight check.
I'm gonna insight check this. I'm gonna roll the dice. I got a nat 20 on while practice rolling. Insight will be. Let me pull up the right character sheet because I have 2.
Yes.
17.
I mean, that's higher than her 8 deception. You think, looking between her and then you look at Jeff, they definitely know each other. And Jeff is definitely, you know that thing when you're like, don't talk about it, don't talk about it. Jeff is very much like, don't talk about this, and is just looking away.
Well, this is my ex-girlfriend of 15 years ago. I don't know.
Meanwhile, Lady Grav is just looking at Jeff, mostly in confusion. So you're not sure what's going on between those two, but they definitely know each other.
What is happening here?
I'm just gonna hold. Let me.
Hungry Eyes is playing in the background.
There's Earth Genasi and
I'll just hold Jeff up and be like, Jeff, do you know her?
And they just disappear in a puff of gold smoke.
Jeff goes, yeah, I'm not doing this.
He just threw it so Jeff, you asked, and they look like very hesitant, and then go, and then disappear fully, just a puff of gold smoke.
I'm just gonna fairly loud be like, Jeff, you know we're going to talk about this, right? You can't just like disappear. I mean, I can technically because you like, you did, but we're going to talk about this.
A ghostly echoes down the hall.
All right, love you. It's so good. I have a lot of questions though. How do you know my duck? I mean, technically it's not my duck; they're their own person, but it's just like I care for them.
How do you know our duck friend?
I think I'm mistaken. I don't think I don't.
Is there another duck that walks around with armor on? If so, that's pretty cool. Maybe a big colony of like armored ducks.
No,
armored fowl.
She just looks incredibly confused for a moment. She's just like, no, I don't think I saw. I think I saw them once when I was a child.
Yeah. I do have a question. If a bunch of birds go to a dance, is it called a foul ball?
And with that, we're gonna cut to Rakta.
No, I had one more.
All right, what's yours?
Hold on. Do you remember the name of the guide that accompanied you on the train?
I mean, it was 15 years ago. Some wizard paid for by my family's processing company. I don't remember their name. It was some kind of. Well, no, we'd paid for a guide, and then they never showed. I don't know where her accent keeps going. Ignore that. We There was supposed to be a guide, and they never showed up to the train, so we just got on, and some wizard kept talking to us the entire ride.
Yes, sir.
I didn't ask his name. It was just some wizard that sat next to us. I didn't particularly like him. Kept an eye on my daughter. I don't.
Child.
My child. I don't like that at all. Ah, unsavory characters. Again, poor men always want something to do with the rich.
I can assure you, he doesn't need anything from wealth. Whatever he was doing, there was something else.
You see the moment you say he doesn't need anything, and she just goes, "Oh, I've touched a nerve, have I? Oh, is that
I
your
don't know.
wizard? Your
What?
very friendly wizard."
He has said in the past, and he will say again, he has no need for anything of monetary value. Look at this fucking place. Do you see it?
Oh, of course you're very again. The poor always want something to do with the rich. You seem to have latched yourself onto this poor wizard who was so interested in my child, and now what? You've decided they're yours?
Haven't decided anything. I'm saying that despite your wealth, despite how you flaunt yourself with your fancy dress that fucking poked you in the goddamn rope and made it tighter on yourself,
Fancy dress.
it's not everything. Because, wow, yes, you're rich, but you were stupid enough to get caught by someone who might want you dead for all we know.
Is it stupid to get bombarded in your own room? I mean, if so, then you must be very dumb.
My mother just always said I was special.
I'm just gonna heft the axe over my arms and just keep staring at her.
Because I'm not going to answer any more of your questions.
Good. I don't have any more. I doubt you could be any use to us anyways.
She just keeps like tilting her head further and further up. You're like, you're sure she's gonna break her neck at some point, just because her nose is so high in the air. She rolled a crit. She rolled a crit.
To get out?
No, to be mean.
Oh,
That was
like,
that was her
Yeah.
roll. Was to be mean. And with that, since do you have any other questions, or are you good?
I think
with
that's all the questions that we had.
Alright.
for now.
For now.
Well, I mean, we have one more that I told Baxter that they could have if she was being a bitch.
Oh,
If you wish to ask why
Yeah.
she's being a dick.
I do have a quick question. Actually, I know you don't want to answer anything else, but I think it's a very important question. Why are you sometimes kind of a dick? Is that just like a money thing? You get money, kind of become an asshole, or is it just like a I don't know, privilege thing?
her nose goes
I mean-
higher in the air.
What, no answers? Money clogged your throat so much?
Nose is even higher. Just. But she does not seem to be answering. She's fully like turned herself away. She's as much as she can turn her body, which is bound, away from you.
I'll just still keep an eye on like her bindings.
She definitely looks stuck. It does not look like she was able to get out of that.
All right, cool.
And then, outside of the tent,
Meanwhile,
at the League of Justice. Yes, there's like the spinning wheel where like from old 50s cartoons, and then boom, Octa, the bounty hunter. Octa. So you and your sir were able to teleport. You ripped your tickets in half with both you and your sir, and it's a weird sort of feeling. You're pretty used to it. It's much easier to teleport around than it is to travel places. to get to where you need to go. So you've gotten pretty used to teleportation, and you don't really have a stomach to like get sick with. So you you take just like a stumbling moment, and you see Ysir next to you just like fully stumbles, and then stands upright and goes, right. Hate that. Hate teleporting.
No, was there something wrong?
No, it turns my stomach sometimes.
Hmm. Do you need a moment?
No, I'm fine. Where and you see he looks around, and Rakta, you recognize where you are. You are inside of a building. Looks like you've teleported inside of another building. The lights are a little bit low, sort of like in a soft mood lighting. There are no individual chairs, just like cushioned booths and tables. And you are in the Blue Marigold, a tavern you have been to before.
We're already here. Okay. I thought we would be inside the center. This is alright. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you were told to return to the Blue Marigold, and you were given a room key specifically, but you were not given a time frame.
Well, I have a key. Oh well. I'll start walking towards wherever the key needs me to go.
Okay. So there is a number just on that key, and it's just 12. And it leads you see that it is up there. There's a room upstairs, room number 12, one of the more like private rooms. So where there are open booths everywhere, there are also private rooms upstairs. You open up the door. It is empty. There are like a table, a couple of like cushioned sort of floor seats around the room. There is a side table with a pitcher of water, a little bell that you think you might be able to ring for service. But the room itself is empty.
Well, I am here.
And as you step into the room, you do see a soft rune light up on that side table before a piece of paper sort of materializes.
Oh, hey, paper.
Uh,
And I will walk over to it.
you walk over and you see you sort of peek over your shoulder to like look at what it is.
My shoulder lowers.
And he's like, "Oh, it doesn't say anything." But you do see something written on there, and
What
it
does
just
it say?
says, thank you." It says, "Hopefully you've completed this bounty. I'll be returning within the next few hours. I'm currently busy."
I flip the paper back and forth, trying to remember if I read.
I really hope you do. It is
Um,
signed T.
Where's my intelligence score again, just in case? Oh
I,
yeah, I can probably read.
I think you're smart enough to read. And if
Squid, I swear to God.
what? 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 I don't know what you're looking at me for. It's a totally normal thing.
Well, should we perhaps open the tent here?
Oh, right, yeah. Is it cool if I put this in your room, or like, do you want us to go somewhere
We
else?
can do it here. I
Okay.
don't see a reason why not.
So just sort of like sets the tent down and starts unfolding it. And you two inside see the walls start expanding. And Lady Grav fully falls over, going, "Oh God, oh gods, what?"
Oh, I guess this is it. This is where we die. This is where the story starts. Farewell, cruel world.
But the walls inside start expanding, and Rakta, you see Sir put the tent down and then open it up. And
Oh
then
no, this is where you die.
amazing. And then he just sort of opens the front flap and pokes his head in and goes, "Is she still alive?"
Is that the
No.
one you know?
She looks at you, sir, and actually,
Oh, hi.
so help me God.
Hello, doggy.
You're my
Goodness.
favorite
You
customer, Johnny.
if I could have anyone who is looking into the tent as well as the two in the tent make perception checks. Or Arcana if you're better.
Perception or Arcana.
Yeah, perception is 16 for Baxter.
Arcana is better for me. That's going to be a 21.
Alrighty.
24.
Perception or Arcana?
Perception.
Alrighty. So you all take a quick look. Quick. Listen, I'm copying your accent. You see that Lady Grav looks at you, sir, and for a moment you think she's like thinking about if she knows him, and then each of you see something you have seen before. Rakshad, this is only the second time you've seen this happen, but you remember when you were in town, you were talking to someone, and you'd asked if they remembered. You were asking for directions, just like where to go to get on the boat, and someone had paused for a moment, and then for just the briefest flicker of a second, their eyes had turned black before they went back to normal.
No.
And they said, "Oh, I don't remember." And you see she looks at you, sir, and for just the briefest moment, it looks like she's struggling to remember. And then she goes, "Oh, I don't know who that is."
Question real quick.
Mhm.
Did we get a short rest in between when we had gotten there and when we were preparing to intercept Lady Grav?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
You all had a short rest where you were just hanging out, hiding.
So I see that and I just go, Baxter,
Yeah?
remember that thing that I said about the bottle before? And holding it open in case something slithered out of our friends at the market?
Yeah?
Do me a favor, do that again.
Alright, yeah, well. I will hold the bottle out in front, like right in front of them. Yeah, that was a decision.
Yeah, just like at a safe distance, kind of like you have something to shield yourself with.
I
Do you have
will,
like, do we have,
I'll wrap my hand in a blanket.
yeah. And
Alrighty.
then we're gonna go ahead and try and hit this with a turn the unholy.
Alrighty. And remind me what that does again.
I need a wisdom
You're
save
annoying.
on fiends and undead that can see or hear what's going on.
Mhm.
And that had worked the last time with Ysura having this.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're attempting. Let me. Just give me one moment to read that.
It is within 30 feet of me.
Mhm.
Any fiend or undead must
I
make a wisdom saving throw.
just straight up fucking can't read. Alrighty. And then let me pull a totally normal thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Totally normal. Don't ask questions about what I'm searching.
Is this why she's such a jackass?
Might be.
Well, sorry if I called you a jackass and that you actually exist for something.
And what is the DC for that wisdom save?
14.
A million.
Okay, and then I need to roll one more.
You.
Ooh. Oof, 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 oof.
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 And that's what, 27?
Oof.
No, not for the save, for a different thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't like that.
Don't like that.
And so turn on holy, you don't have to touch them to do this, right?
Nope.
Alright. So you cast turn on holy, or yeah, I would say cast turn on holy. And you see just sort of a wash of light pass over her, and her eyes turn fully black, and she just coughs. And as she coughs,
Baxter.
they turn back to her normal color. But around you, I need you all to. Well, you won't have to, Rockdot, unless you win inside the tent. I'm gonna need the two of you then to make dex saves for me.
Fuck.
You're standing outside singing my theme song.
If you're within 20 feet of her, which I believe the both of you are.
Also, aura of protection. People around me get +3 on their saves. Let me double check what the distance is on that. Within 10 feet of me gets +3 to saving throw. Oh, that's cocked. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Not great.
What's that?
I got a 12.
12.
Did you get the +3?
Yep.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3 plus 6
God
plus 3.
Alrighty. So you cast Turn the Unholy, and you see her eyes flicker briefly, but they go back to normal, and you don't see anything leave as the same way it did with you, sir. But you Crisale are able to dodge out of the way. Baxter, you're not as quick as the sort of walls around you shudder, and I guess the best description is explode with plants.
Oh,
You see vines and grass and tree branches, and you see one of the doors open down the hallway, which was, and just see animals running out of it as plant growth expands all around you.
Jumanji!
Baxter, you're not able to get out of the way
Good.
immediately,
Yeah.
so you will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as a tree branch just slams into your side.
Okay.
But all of the plants around you just immediately sort of explode into an expansion.
Did someone start Jumanji?
I think I might have on accident.
You also, actually, I forgot one more roll. Ooh. And you see Lady Grav just sort of looks around at the plants and then just goes, "Who did? When did that happen? When did?
What?
Who are you? When did
Oh,
you?
fucking great.
Where am I? What did you? How did you take me out of my room?
Sorry, do you not remember exactly what just happened?
You kidnapped me in this indoor forest.
We've actually been in here for a little bit. We've been having a conversation. You know my duck?
No,
You thought you met my duck as a child?
A duck is like. No, I was on my way to my quarters, and then. And. How did you? What have you done? Did you kidnap me? Where did you take?
No, we actually found you in here. We heard you yelling. Yeah, I thought we'd come and check to see what's going on, and there's like trees and stuff, and we're trying to figure out what was happening.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
else do you think I'd have this axe with me? I wanted to make sure nobody was in danger.
Fucking two. She goes, "Oh, thank you. Okay. Do you know who tied me up? Where?
We weren't really sure who you were, so that's why we haven't touched that, because, I mean, weird person in a forest tent tied up usually spells cursed witch or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm no witch, I can assure you. Please, can you just untie me, please? I don't know how I got in here.
Insight check?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Money.
So
Okay.
fucking fucked up right now.
18.
You don't think she's lying. She genuinely looks like she doesn't know how she got in here.
Baxter. Baxter.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. We just need one moment.
Oh, no, of course. You see, she just sits there politely. She just sort of sits there, nice and prim.
And I'm just gonna take Baxter to the side.
Did she
really
like get
fucked up.
regooed?
I mean, yeah, there was a goo. There was very much a goo, and the thing that I tried to remove the goo didn't remove the goo.
Right. Then where did the trees come from?
Pikachu.
I don't know.
So, what was that, Izzy?
I said goo goo gachoo.
Oh.
Anyways.
My God. There was a goo, and now there's most definitely a goo, but the goo like kind of receded, but also at the same time, like this happened, and I'm like, I'm kind of worried because I think the bitch might be here.
The bitch?
The bitch might be watching.
Are we huddling around, whispering?
Yeah, sure. Come on in, Rakta.
Oh, okay, cool.
You don't know anything that I'm talking about, but you might as well.
Oh,
And I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'm going to mouth the name Captain Bourdain to Liz. Or to Baxter.
lady.
She kind of like lifts a shoulder to wave at you, Rakta, and goes, "Oh, hello."
I'm gonna be really honest. I'm gonna roll just like an intelligence check to see if I understand what Christelle is happening to me, because that is a 2 plus a 2, so that's 4, and I'll be like, no, she is tied up. She's captive.
Fuck, how do I do this?
You see,
I'm just gonna palm sign CAPTB.
Oh, the oh,
Mm-hmm.
I really hope not. This is being a bit of a headache right at that
I
point. Like,
mean, but also at the same time, in the difference of personality.
yeah, right.
important question. Rokta, what are you doing in this hut? Are you in this huddle or were you hanging
Yeah,
outside of it?
I'm in the huddle, and
Okay.
I am staring at both of them, very confused.
I'm also very confused.
Because who else has
Right.
control over the goo like that? Nobody.
Um,
Yeah, who has control over the goo?
yeah, I mean the trees just kind of appeared.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this happen before, Rakta?
No. Unless you're talking about my goo.
No, I think it's different.
Yeah, I think your
Yeah,
goo's different. It's a little
this
too
is pink.
colorful.
Okay.
If I ask you what your bounty was, would you tell us?
Uh,
Like, why specifically?
Uh,
specifically?
Mm,
Yeah.
if you can.
Was there like a reason?
Uh, yes.
uh,
Is that a reason that you can tell us about?
No.
Okay.
What is she still just chilling there? What's your sir doing?
oh, so I rolled for both of them. And as now one and two, I'm doing great. So you see, she's untied. You just look over, she's fully untied, and Yasura is just standing next to her, and she's like going, yeah. They're just talking over like next to one of the trees. You see, they're both looking at like some of the expanded plants. You think he might have untied her with his nat one of just like, uh,
I turn and I see him and I just
I hate to tell you, but your person's kind of a fucking idiot.
person.
Like, I'm real stupid, but like,
What do you mean person?
oh, you know the conversation we had.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! That doesn't
Oh,
exist!
are you two breeding?
What?
Excuse me.
No?
Oh.
At least I
I
hope
am
the
quick
fuck not.
breathing. Yeah, I'm breathing right now.
Breathing, yes.
Is that what you said?
I sure as fuck hope so.
again, tune into them Boys and Dragons After Dark.
Oh my god.
Why does everyone look uncomfortable when I ask that question?
I just don't actually know what's going on. I
I think, okay, I have a question, Rakta. Is it safe to take Lady Grav out of the tent? This person that whoever you're meeting with, when will they be here? How much time do we have to talk with her?
Couple hours?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Where
We
are we?
need to get her out of here. Wherever we are, it's gonna be better than
I'm going to lean close to you, like at your ear. Can you bring your ear to me?
to which one of us?
Yeah, you bring your ear to me.
You.
If at any point she decides that she doesn't want to be kidnapped anymore,
Mm-hmm.
she might start screaming.
Yeah. But also at the same time, it's kind of not a safe space here. So long as we keep her like more placated, I think she might be more accommodating. So as long as you kind of say, you know, like we protected you from bad people, because technically we did. We saved her from that
Was that
jewelry
my
thief.
accent?
As long as you're like, we protected you. We didn't actually try to kidnap you. It was someone else, and we saved
Alright,
you.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
I did sound like that.
Then we should be okay. We'll just tell her it's a temporary displacement and we'll be back soon.
Uh, yeah. Lady, do you want a sandwich or something?
Oh, that would be divine. Also, you look over. Yasser has fully pulled out like what looks like a tiny little alchemy kit and is taking cuttings from both the plants, and she has offered up like some twigs on her arm, and he just like took one of those as well. They just seem to be shooting it, just having a
Oh my
grand old
god.
time in the corner. I've been rolling some things.
I'm gonna go get us some sandwich, I think.
All right,
Yes,
we
yes.
should
Oh,
probably.
and then she goes. She just sort of reaches into like the side of her dress and goes, "Oh, here, take this for sandwiches."
Um, do you
All
know
right.
why someone might want to try and kidnap you, ma'am?
She hands you a bag of a very heavy bag, Rakta, and then she turns to you back and goes, "Oh, I don't know. I some people have just been trying to kill me for the past few years. You learn to live with it.
Do you
I'm
know
gonna head
why?
downstairs and look for where food might be
Yes,
Fair enough.
while this
fair.
is happening. Continue with what you're doing.
Do you
Huh?
know why they might want to?
Oh, there's this weird this is man who has this idea that I killed my child, and I don't know where he got the idea. They were dead years ago, but some people seem to think I had a hand in it because we were both in the same place at the same time, as parents are with their children. But it's of no matter. I've dealt with it
I don't
already.
I don't want to, like intrude on something, but like who thinks that you did it?
Oh, some weird desert baron or whatever. Called himself a captain, but he didn't live in water.
Okay.
Oh, also, your friend here said that you all were traveling and needed what? You were lost, or I don't know. And then she just turns to you and says, "What was it that you said?" He goes, "Oh, we were just that we were like looking around for someone, and if you had maybe seen any kobolds or anything." And she goes, "Oh, yes, there were these two. Um, oh, you were looking." And points to you back. So you were looking for kobolds. Your friend said that. I don't know where any are, so unfortunately,
Oh,
I'm sorry. But
um,
the
appreciate it.
if I'll keep an eye out. Or I can hire some private eyes. Your friend asked for that, but
It's all right. Don't want to trouble you. How have they tried to kill you? Has it just been like assassins or
I had to have a warforged commission the assassins in my rooms, or I had to leave my home because so many assassins. Someone burned it down almost.
Oh gosh, it's really
Oh
sad.
god.
But it's the life of, the wealthy.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to go back on this, but your child that you mentioned, they were you there when they passed?
Make an insight check. And also for you, Rakta, you were you were given a small bag of a very small but heavy bag. Peeking inside, there's no gold in there, but there are about 10 platinum coins in there,
Oh my god.
Damn.
just hanging out. And she said for sandwiches. It's very much a how much could a banana cost? $11.
Oh my god.
She's
That
just like,
makes sense.
I don't know how much things are.
16.
Uh, so, is there anyone down here for like
Uh,
food?
Yes. So
Oh,
downstairs there is a. So there were other people. So when you teleported in, there were already other people sitting at various booths and tables, as well as there was a sort of bar at the far end of the room. No one seemed to have bat an eye when you teleported in. You don't see doors exiting out, so you think people just might teleport in here, but never actually walk in or out. Uh, and there is a bar at the far end with a bartender at the back. There is
uh,
a tiefling woman with sort of like dark blue skin that seems to like blend in with the mood lighting.
Jeff, uh, Baxter, uh, Kristen, Strange Lady, myself. I need like 6 poor people sandwiches and 1 rich person sandwich.
You see the tiefling behind the bar turns to you and goes, "Oh, okay. So 6 poor people sandwiches and 1 fancy sandwich."
Yeah, like I don't know what fancy people eat, so whatever fancy people eat is the 7th one.
Okay. And anything to drink with that, or?
Um, yeah, okay.
All right. And what room are you in?
I'll show them the room number.
Oh, okay. Room number 12. I'll have someone send it up to your room. Or do you want to take it?
Oh no, sending it up to the room is fine. How much do I owe you?
Well, for the 6 poor people meals, that'll be 6 silver.
Hmm?
And for your very fancy person's meal, that will be 6 gold.
I assume one of these will be fine.
She just looks at it and goes, She takes the platinum and then does the thing where, like, she just, like, bites it for a moment and is like, hold this up, hang on. Is this real? I mean, uh, how much is platinum worth? Isn't it 10
It's like
gold?
10 gold.
10 gold.
So yeah, that would suffice. I was trying to math in my head.
Mhm.
And she just goes,
Alright.
perfect. Well, thank you then.
Yes. I will head up to room. And then I head up to room.
And you see she just takes that and just slips it in her pocket. Yeah. And you head up back to the room where the two of you were asking questions.
I will hand the bag back to her.
And she goes, oh. And she's opens it. Did you not buy a meal?
It only cost one of the shiny coins.
Huh. I guess poor meals are different. Mine usually cost 3.
Oh,
And she just tucks it back into her pocket. She's just casually mentioning all of her meals are $300.
I'm going to sit down on the ground and just sit here.
So there are a bunch of, like, overgrown plants. Raka, you do see just tiny woodland creatures and also cats wandering around.
I'm going to grab one of the cats.
One of the cats, it walks up towards you and it takes like a step onto your lap and its paw kind of just like sinks in just a tiny little bit. And then it goes,
Yep.
it immediately just starts making biscuits.
Okay, that's perfect.
Oh, I imagine the sound just like.
It's, all of you hear just weird squishy biscuits.
Good.
And then you two, you were asking questions.
That insight check was a 16.
That's right. What was that for?
I asked if she was there when Perry
That's right.
supposedly
I had to
I was
roll.
like, I don't know, you just said do it.
deadified.
You ask if she was there when Perry died, and she goes, "Oh, I was." And then she just coughs, and you see just not on her eyes, but it looks like one of, like, when the veins in people's heads sort of bulge out, and her skin is mostly like soft clay. For a moment, you see just a small little like black crack form on the side of her head before it seals up, and she goes, "Oh, no, yeah, yes, it, we, it was awful. Many people didn't wake up.
I'm
They must have
gonna
died of fright."
briefly just like glance at Baxter and try and like make eye contact on that. Okay. Anyways,
Sorry to hear that.
It was
I'm
awful. I
very
think
sorry.
so many people. They must have just died of fright.
Where were you when it happened?
I was in the tent with them.
You said that you were camping. What happened?
We were on a trip going to, what was the name of that city? The port is what I'm gonna call it. We were just, a day trip with the family. I thought we'd get out, go see the waters, and I'm not sure. Something happened on the train. Oh,
Okay.
I don't remember, but
That's all right. You don't have to struggle to remember. I'm assuming it was terrifying.
yes, you see, the more she tries and think, the more you see just like splinters. But it's
I'm really
Sorry to be
sorry to hear
asking so
that.
many questions.
no, you all saved me. It's the least I can do.
Um, Sorry, it's just really sad.
How it was. But yes, it was very sad. Huh.
Yeah. So I'm writing notes real quick.
No, you're good.
Fucking sus ass shit.
What? There's nothing sus happening. Nothing at all. Also ignore
So
anything
what
else.
brought you here? Well, wherever you were, where did you come from?
I was in an inn. I was staying there for some time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just traveling, I believe. I think. Headed
Yeah.
north. I don't know why. I just
Hmm.
couldn't stay at home.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that.
It's too warm. We
It's
li-
too warm.
Too warm?
too warm. We like it when it's cold. I don't know why we had to stay somewhere so hot.
Hmm.
That's fair. Um,
I don't like it when it's hot. We like it when it's cold. It's much colder here. And see, she sort of like snaps out of whatever trance she was in as she spoke about the weather.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, can I make eye contact with Christelle again? Just like,
There's a lot of eye contact happening.
Yeah.
well, you said you don't like it. We can find a colder room if you want. I bet there's one here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely not a hotter one.
you say a colder room, and she goes, "Oh yes," and you see all of the dark cracks on the sides of her head just recede. She goes, "Oh, that would be so much nicer. It's like a forest in here. I mean, it's so warm."
Oh yeah, yeah, and of course I also,
Might be all of the overgrown plants around here.
Oh, yes, it must have been that.
you know how that is. All the hair sometimes it gets a little toasty, and I don't like being super hot.
Oh, I can understand.
So maybe we
And
could find a colder
is Yasser in
room.
the room?
He is behind you. He's behind Lady Grav specifically, furiously
Oh.
writing in a little notebook. You think he might just be like,
Hey, hot
He,
stuff. You got a cold room around here?
not, I have not, sort of?
Sort of?
I mean, I personally don't like the
I
cold.
mean, yeah, we
well,
wouldn't, but like,
is
is
there
there?
what is a warm room that we should avoid so we don't make our guests uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable?
Jinx.
Probably
Well,
this one at the very least.
well, yeah, I gotta clean this up, and also you know the lava room, and they just look at you, Christale. Don't use that one.
Yeah,
That's probably not great. Uh,
probably not.
I'm pretty sure if you just open the doors enough time, I think there's a room that's made of ice. I can't. I don't know where it is specifically.
I'll go start giving it a shot. You guys can just stick around here.
Yeah, you brought the sandwiches back, right, Rakta?
No,
Oh, you're
they're
still there.
going to bring them to
Oh,
us.
Yeah.
does it mean we need to be outside for that?
No, they know where our room is.
Oh, fantastic.
And it only took a couple of minutes, but you do hear a little dinging noise.
Oh,
Say small dinging.
is that
Oh.
at the door?
You walk out of the little tent, and it's that little bell is ringing, and you see that. I mean, the door isn't open, but you did close the door after you. But you see that little bell is ringing.
I will walk over to the bell
It
and
is.
ring the bell.
It's a small silver bell that's just like floating and ringing back and forth.
Ooh.
I will ring it back.
So you grab the floating bell.
I don't understand how this works.
You you shake the bell, and then put it down, and it stops ringing, and you hear the door unlock. And
Oh.
someone pokes their head in. Goes, am I allowed to come in?
Uh, sure. I'll walk over.
They open the door. You ordered food. Yes, and you see it's just like there's this like young human male busboy who's like holding multiple plates of food.
I will start growing different arms to take the plates and put them in so I have them all.
Yep. You easily just like multiple arms. I'm not gonna let you continue to have that much dexterity, especially not in combat. You are not allowed to have.
Well, no, the pseudo pot lets me do that.
How many arms are you allowed to use?
I'm allowed to make at least a limb.
Okay. That's I'm just you can grow 6 limbs to grab all the plates, but I'm not gonna let you have 6 limbs in combat for swords.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Fair
fight
enough.
with them. What are you talking about? They say that they can't attack.
Oh,
Pseudopods
does it?
can't
Okay,
attack.
that's good to know.
They can do actions, but they can't attack.
They're just for sandwiches. So yeah, you grab each of them. You grow multiple limbs and grab a little tray. And there are 6 sort of like regular plates with coverings over them, and then one like very fancy, larger like golden tray. And then they also hand over 2 bottles of wine. One of them looks like just like a regular little bottle, and the other one's like larger and very like it's got fancy elven swirling script on it.
I will go into my bag of coin with another arm that I'm creating and
Arms.
grab 5 gold and then hand them the 5 gold.
Oh, you've already. Thank you. And they're not gonna complain. Just pocket it and go. Well,
That is for you.
well, thank you then. Enjoy your meals for you.
And then I will close the door without saying anything because I don't understand people.
Mm-hmm.
And then walk over and hand the fancy one to her.
Oh, thank you.
And then the other ones, so 1 to Baxter, 1 to Christelle, and then I have 1. And then I realize I have 3 more sandwiches and I give 1 each to each of us again.
I'll give one of my sandwiches to you, sir.
Oh yes, and you sir. You sir doesn't eat.
He takes one. I mean, you see, he takes it and doesn't eat. He's too busy writing things down. Also, you all see Raktar walk in, and we're just a lot of limbs. Just
Yeah.
a bunch of limbs.
That honestly tracks.
I can kind of do that too. It's a little different.
Yeah, they're all
Well,
coming out of
different.
my neck because I don't want to ruin my clothes.
I guess they would ruin your clothes, wouldn't it? I feel like
I hate it here.
that's actually fair.
Oh my
I
god,
will
you
hold
can make
up-
it look like this.
I'll hold up an extra sandwich just up for Jeff. Just like hold it up in the air.
Just a swirling cloud of golden mist
Yep.
encircles the
Apparently
tray.
my character can't count. They were like, wait. I thought whatever. Sits down, eats sandwiches.
You just have extra sandwich. I mean, who's gonna say no to an extra sandwich?
No way.
Exactly.
So you
Yeah.
have 6 regular sandwiches and a nice bottle of wine, and then you see Lady Grav sort of opens her tray, and it's an entire little like roast.
Oh my god.
She's got a tiny like Cornish hen, and then some nice
Jeez.
sides.
Jeez.
She just
Oh.
goes, "Oh,
I
I see.
asked for a rich person sandwich. I guess that's a rich person sandwich.
It's thank you."
I tried my best.
Alright, I'm gonna go look for those doors now.
And so the tent is expanded now fully, so you are able to wander around into those extra
I'm just-
rooms.
Doors.
Hang
Just see
on.
me put my sandwich like into my face.
You just smush. You don't actually open your mouth. You just
Yeah, it's
smush it in.
I'm literally like
Then it
mid
starts to
bite just
dissolve.
watching this.
And then I grab the second one and put it in and it dissolves too.
You have a little mitochondria that like the food travels to.
I'm just like
pretty
holding the
good.
sandwich to my face, and I'm just like, does it like hurt or anything?
Also,
No,
please,
it's really delicious. The flavors just linger there for a while.
Oh,
if y'all could faff for just a moment, I'll be right back.
it's like really interesting. So can you do
You
that
should
to like?
try.
I don't know if it'll work that way for me. I actually have to like eat things.
Oh.
So does that just like work for
That's too
everything?
bad. Chewing takes too long.
It does take a long time, actually. So I mean, is it like anything and everything that like
I
gets
used to polish rocks.
Polish rocks?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, because was this before or after you're like
Before
statue?
I became Rakta. Well, I was still Rakta, but I was a different Rakta.
Uh-huh. I know how it goes. I'm sometimes a different Baxter, but I'm still Baxter in a weird way.
Yeah, and I would just make rocks all shiny.
It's pretty fascinating.
If you have any rocks, I can polish them.
I don't actually have any rocks. Sorry.
Oh.
I swear to
Rock
God, if your name is just Rock Tumbler, I'm gonna cry.
No, Rakta means red in their language.
Fair enough.
Do you like? Is it just food that kind of like dissolves, or if you like put like a gold coin in there, it dissolve? If you
I haven't tried.
interesting.
Do you have
What?
one?
Yeah, gold coin? Absolutely not. No, I'm not known for having the most money. Right? I tend to. I mean, Jeff knows how it goes. I tend to forget about it, and then I'll lose it, and then yeah, stuff usually happens.
Confirmed. Baxter has ADHD.
Baxter for sure has ADHD. He's actually like they've set their sandwich down and is now like looking around for the sandwich.
It's just in the microwave. You heated it up, but it's still in there somehow.
It somehow got into my backpack. I don't know why it's in my backpack, but it is.
No one's asking the interesting questions.
I was thinking that myself, in fact, about what would happen. Probably nothing good.
Okay, back.
So we're going to be look for a room. That's what Christine's doing right now. Is looking for a
I'm
room.
assuming that was what I was already doing.
Yeah. I just had to step away for a moment. But I did. So you're opening doors, and it's the same thing where you're just like, you open it up, forest. You open it up, wall of just water. You just like, what? Close it. Open it up again. You do the thing where you know when you're opening and closing things, you don't actually pay attention for a moment to what's inside. You open it, puppy room, close it, and you realize, no, the puppy room.
I missed the puppy room.
Yes, but
I have a quick question while we're searching for a room.
God damn it.
How does she react if like Ysir gets closer to her?
she seems completely fine with him. They've
The
just
cracks don't appear with it getting warmer when he gets closer.
so they have gone away, purely just because he's
Right.
not there anymore and the conversation changed. But once he's closer, he doesn't seem to notice them. But there are no cracks on. Actually, Baxter, make a perception check. Rock tattoo if you're there, or Arcana if you're better at that.
18.
Alrighty.
Uh, 14.
Alrighty. So you don't see any cracks appear on her as he gets closer. Like they've chatted a few times now, and you can see that nothing's changing on her. But looking at Ysir, just for like the briefest flickers, because most of his head is wreathed in flames, and every now and then when you poke, you just see some of the flames turn black, just like a wisp of like smoke, but nothing really bad. It's a lot of blinking, you'll miss it.
The whole situation is really bad, but yeah.
Ysir, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doing alright?
Yeah,
So
why?
we've just said come on an exciting day and
Yeah.
realize we haven't really checked in, make sure you're doing alright.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm great. I heard some there was just some talking around me.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm just taking notes. There was t- were you and Christelle were talking earlier, right?
No?
Okay.
Maybe. I'm not really sure what has happened. Also, it's probably a conversation that you and Christelle should have. Not
Yeah.
me, because I don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah, I think so. I was in a bathroom and I heard some stuff.
Oh,
It wasn't a very thick wall.
it actually should make a lot of sense. Shouldn't be surprised by that.
It's kind of bathroom door. You could at least hear someone through it if they were asking if you're in there. It's fine. I should I sh-
But do you like remember what we were doing, or like why we came through everything?
we were looking for someone to ask
Uh-huh.
about our case, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we were
And
gonna look for
do you know
you.
who I was looking for?
Your parents,
Uh-huh.
right?
Your
Are you asking
parents.
me, or do you actually know?
Well, I thought we were, but now you're asking me, and I don't think we were anymore. That's what I thought we were doing. Was that wrong? We were looking.
Oh no, definitely am. But are you
Okay.
asking me if we were?
No, I'm pretty sure I remember. We were looking for your parents because we were on a boat for.
Yeah. What happened on the boat?
Where is that? No, it's over here.
Do you remember who I was talking to on the boat?
Yeah, that wolf girl.
Uh-huh.
Your
Do you remember her name?
your girlfriend?
We never actually had the conversation, so like,
Yeah, her name was Mace.
don't want to assume anything until I have a conversation with her.
Your romantic entanglement
Partner?
partner. That's probably better. Her name was Mace, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, just checking.
Okay.
Can't be too careful, so we've had kind of a long, hard day.
Yeah, it's been
Just
weird.
making sure everyone's all like,
Uh-huh. It's just it. Yeah, it's been weird.
yeah. At any point when we were talking to the Black Flames,
No.
about
You see for just a brief moment when they try and recall what happened on the boat.
there was
There
okay.
was there was nothing about like Mace specifically, but just remembering what was going on the ship, which you think might have something to do with, you know, the whole black goo that happened on that ship.
Last thing, do you remember what happened? Like the big thing that happened on the ship?
Make a wisdom save for me.
Mm. Oh, it was a natural 20!
Mhm.
It
So far.
rocked back and forth! Oh, that's a 16.
Alrighty. So you feel briefly as you're asking you, sir, like what happened on the boat. It takes you a couple of seconds to remember everything that happened as well. Just briefly, you're like, what did happen on the boat? There was someone else with. Oh, that's right, Pumpkin. But your sir just goes, yeah, we were on the boat because we got shot up
Mm-hmm.
out of the water, and we just took a ride. It was a normal ride. You see, like,
Yep,
just as they like kind of blue screen, you see a couple of just like black tinges of fire.
yep.
Huh?
That's what I thought too. Kind of had a good feeling maybe something weird happened, but I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was weird because like yeah, I had a talk with Christelle, and there
Oh,
was.
did you now?
Well, yeah, Jeff was there for that.
Were they now?
Yeah, they were. It was a whole thing. It was fine. I sh-
Right, we should probably find, see if Christelle is all set or not.
which meanwhile, Christelle, you've just been opening doors. You opened one. You missed the puppy room, unfortunately. You were just open and closing, and like you were just speeding too fast, closed it on the puppy room. It was too late. You open the door again, it's another location. You open it, it's that tavern, and you see Tony in there again, and he's like, "Hey!" And
You
you
still owe me one. Later.
yep. He goes, "Come inside," and then you just close it. Open and closing. There is one where you see it looks like just a little office, like a very clean
Nope. We've
office.
seen that before. We've seen that before.
Yep.
Nope.
There's someone behind the table with like no face. Well, no face, just a mouth. Close it on them as they go, oh, doop doop, and then you finally do open it up to just snow. It's a wild ride with these doors for you. The roulette
Fucking
wheel.
finally.
You're really hoping to get that puppy room one more time.
It's-
Absolutely not.
The puppy room is a myth.
I'm just gonna shout down the hall. Found it.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, we're just going to check real quick. Yasir, can you watch this? Rakta, you want to come with me real quick?
Sure.
Oh, sure. Do I have something to polish?
Possibly, yeah. Let's go find it.
All right.
You said you
Um,
mind watching our friend while enjoying our lunch?
Oh yeah, sure.
Fantastic.
and be
sh-
careful. There are many dangerous people out there.
it's true. Jeff, wherever you are, if you could help keep an eye out.
You see Jeff materializes on your sir's shoulder, and they just go whack. A cat walks across your legs,
Why
Baxter.
did both cats come?
Yeah, the cats are appearing.
Shelby's here now too. What is happening?
Just
The
little
cat call.
meows. Every time Jeff
Um,
appears, there are cats.
there are cats. All right, I will head over to with the Rakta over if Rakta's coming with. Over to the room and be like, so we're supposed to be finding like a cold place or a warm place for him. Also, Sis definitely got some shit going on too.
So he's got it again too.
He had some black flames when he was asking about stuff that happened on the ship. Did you see that too, Rakta?
That's not normal.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I've seen that like plenty of times in different locations.
Why is it alarming?
Can I have you roll a history check at advantage for me, Rakta?
Go, Rakta, go.
Oh, at least I have a +1. 18.
So you actually have seen that before. Not just with Fire Genasi, but you've just in your travels randomly seen people's eyes turn. You're pretty sure that's just how people work, where their eyes turn black or like they start coughing and this little like black goo comes up. That's just kind of how it
Occasionally,
is.
you ask the right question, and they start coughing, and goo comes out, and their eyes turn black. That's just normal. That's normal people stuff.
I don't think it is. Is it?
It is something you have seen a lot, Rakta, especially when you were for that brief time when you did gain sentience, but were still down in the mines. You remember someone had just dug something up and everyone was coughing and their eyes were turning black for a while, but they were just fine with it. So
I mean, they dug something up, they started coughing, everybody seemed to have, yeah, it's just normal.
That's very much not.
I didn't know that was,
I
but
mean,
granted.
all I've ever known is people doing this, so I
Yeah,
think
the
it's
rest of the
pretty
world doesn't
normal.
really
Maybe
do
we
it.
just don't notice it.
Well, the rest of the world that we've seen doesn't really do it.
I'm
It
kind
might
of
just be the difference there.
I mean, maybe it is, and we just don't know because, like, from different places.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But we will be looking for someone hot or someone cold to take our new friends.
Cold, because that's where Lady Grav doesn't have the cracks and stuff.
All right. I wasn't sure if that was because they like the idea of it, or if we should take somewhere hot till I don't know. But
I don't know.
we'll find
We'll figure it out.
better than me. So
We'll play it by ear.
that's probably just me being for some reason untrustful of the dungeon master.
I mean, yeah.
why wouldn't you trust me? I've done nothing to be distrustful.
Our DM may be kind and benevolent, but they also fuck us up at every turn.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what
You
I don't.
never do anything wrong.
It's
the game.
Tea.
But to be fair, that's something.
Yes, but you literally just asked me about this earlier today.
I just needed to know some backstory information for no particular reason. It had nothing to do with anything.
How dare you have a backstory?
I know.
Honestly, truly.
It's don't give me people.
All right. So let's go ahead and we should bring you fan the room. It looks very cold.
Yep.
Yeah. So the room that you open, it is just a blizzard, like a very snowy landscape. It's very hard to see past like 30 feet of just a intense blizzard. You're not particularly fond of what that looks like, Christelle, if you're being incredibly honest. You just don't like it.
It's gross.
But it is that.
We'll go ahead and get our group in here, yeah?
Yep.
All right. I will go ahead and go escort the lady. and
Alrighty.
yes, sir, into the cold room.
You head back to where those two were, and you see a third
Don't.
person just hanging out with them. They've got like
Uh,
a sort of like black hood up, so you can't really see their features. It's kind of hard to tell what they look like. But there's just a third person sitting at the table with them, eating one of the extra sandwiches.
Why?
Oh, hello. What are you? So you is this your tent? Your friends here were telling me about it.
That depends. Who are you?
Um, I mean that's really not your concern. This is my room, after all.
Is it the person that I recognize?
Oh, did you go back with them? If you did, then yeah,
Yeah.
you would immediately recognize this person, Rakta,
I
as
still got the
Okay.
door held open.
your contact.
Hi.
I see
Do
you
you know them?
brought some friends.
Yeah, but they helped with job.
Why?
Violin, that's what it was. And they go, right, well you all, I guess you, outsourced, but thank you for, the work you did, Rakta.
Yeah. We close flap behind because we're walking out too, right? Is there someone? There's someone in there, right?
There's someone inside the tent with you. So
Yeah.
they didn't exit it, but you can see that they're just sitting with you, sir, and Lady Grav. They just
Huh.
go, what? Oh, would you, I can leave. I mean,
No, this is fine.
hey,
Um.
cat.
Hey, baby.
So
Come on, Papa.
is everything good?
Oh yeah, everything fine. Oh my, of course, up front. And you see they open up. They just like reach into their cloak. It's you think you're Rocktie, you know that this is magically enchanted, but Baxter looking at it, you think that their cloak might just be enchanted to obscure their figures. You can't really tell what they look like.
Mm.
But Rocktie, you see this person reach into their cloak and then pull out a hefty bag and just go, of course, payment.
This is the protection fee, and I will take the money.
Protection, yes. I'm so glad you could protect my friend.
Yes.
Do you know? I'm gonna look towards the
The
Lady
muffin
Grav.
Do
Do you know who this person is?
Uh, you don't even need to make a check for this. Just the entire sides of her head are just like creeping with black cracks. As a stranger, and she goes, "Yeah, this is. They told me they were my friend. It's a dear friend of mine. But what they must have paid for you to come find me, which again I am more than grateful for that. Thank you so much." And they
You
just
coming or what? Like, I'm calling from down the hall.
Or what?
You bringing her or what? I know
Or
she wanted to
what?
cool off.
Yeah, why don't you come over here real quick before you go?
She doesn't look like she's actually doing that well right now.
and the mask, sort of like a cloaked figure, goes, it does seem like my dear Lady Grav is feeling sick. I should probably take her to a cleric.
We actually have one back here.
Oh, do you? Make a
Yeah.
deception check for me.
Son of a bitch. How good am I at this? I lie a lot, but I'm very bad at. Oh no, actually, I'm not that bad. Ooh, spicy 21. Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, I was no. It's not. Does not beat.
Don't you
That's,
dare.
so I was gonna say.
Don't you fucking
It
dare.
wasn't for. It wasn't a good for you. It was a good. That doesn't beat their their insight.
Wait, do you have a dice?
Let me check.
You have a dice?
Let me check and see if you do.
Why is everyone awkwardly staring at each other as if they're looking for something?
Hang on.
I'm just kind of trying to remember what
Jesus.
the.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
3 dice. You have 3+1s.
Ooh.
So you don't have any dice. You just have guidance. So you can use a +1.
Can I add a +1 to that? See if it
I
helps.
mean, so
Maybe
you
22.
could, but it wouldn't.
It wouldn't help.
It wouldn't
Okay.
help. So you
What
got-
about all three? All
I
at
mean,
once.
Sure. I I mean, if you want to use all three at once, I will
Well,
let
no,
you know they got a
don't,
24.
Don't if you don't think it's.
Well, I got a 21. If I add all three, it'll also get me at a 24, so it'd
Exactly.
be even.
You'd
So
match.
what would the...
So where would that leave us then?
Right. That is the question.
Well, I mean, it's probably like AC where it goes to the attacker, right?
Yeah. So I mean, do you want to use all three? I'll say, and then that is up to you.
Or is it the one where the saves? Because it's like a save?
Technically, it's not because this is a skill check.
I will use all three to match it.
All right. So I'm gonna mark that.
Yeah, take them off.
Okay.
What is our current lineup of dice?
I will post that right now. Boop. So you do all three, and you see there's no real like. So there is a face. You can tell that this is a person. It's just sort of when someone has the most forgetful face in the world. Every time you try and like pinpoint one of the features of the stranger, it just does not stick. But you can see for just a moment their eyes narrow. So go right. Okay, a cleric then.
Yeah?
Back where somewhere in your tent.
Just back there, where our other compatriot is.
And you see they just stand up. All right, take us then.
Alright. Ma'am, I'll hold my hand out to the Lady Grav.
And she just goes, "Oh, you're so sweet." And you see, it is so weird for you to see this sort of just like complete change in
Yeah, she's very
personality.
different.
But you can see every time like she tries to be nicer or like her personality shifts, those cracks just keep growing. But she does grab. She does. What are you offering to her? Your hand or your arm?
I'll offer her my arm.
Okay. So she grabs onto your cloth. Do you have sleeves or is it just bare skin?
Shit.
You don't have bear skin. You have minotaur
I
skin.
have
It's not
fur.
bear skin, it's minotaur skin.
If I could have you make a wisdom save for me.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Noxie, where are you going? We're cuddling.
No.
I'm glad it was an advantage. One was a nat 1.
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 19.
That does pass. Alrighty, so you feel for just a brief moment like a shudder pass over you, as if something like your fur stands on end for just a brief moment, and you are uncomfortable. But it settles down, and you don't feel anything else. But you're just not a fan of her touching you right now. It feels as if something was trying to get on you.
Don't like that. Follow me this way.
Would you lead them to the sort of cold, the blizzard room?
So I'll just go ahead and lead her inside.
She goes, "Oh, this is."
You said you wanted a little bit of cold. This is the best that I could find. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. And you see she just takes a step forward, and this sort of cloaked figure stops her and goes, "Now, your cleric, you said, are they inside
Yeah.
in this blizzard?"
I mean, it's not actually, it's like kind of their, like, room. They are a ice, like, creature thingy. I'm not really sure how to explain it. I don't want to be too rude and be like...
Dragonborn.
Is that really the proper term for them?
They have the ice. They have the power of ice under their control, so they prefer colder temperatures.
Okay, I'm gonna need a
I'll
deception
just,
check
like...
from you, Christelle. I'm using Baxter's original.
I say, can I
Can I
aid in this
insight this?
by...
Because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you could insight and be like, "What's happening? You just met these people."
Oh, I rolled a 1, so no.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Can I aid just in case by like poking, like sticking my head around and be like, "Yeah, Charlie, we have someone for you to talk to real quick if you don't mind."
Sure.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Did you crit?
You get that one?
Nat 20, total of 26.
Oh.
Roll
I've
again
never.
for that advantage, just to see if you double crit. If you double crit, I'll give you something insane.
Oh my god, give me an 8 and the 20 is facing me, mocking me.
Oh,
Listen, if you had double crit, listen. But
giving you the
I would have
world.
known, wouldn't I?
I would have given you the world. Anywho, so they seem
But
to.
you are my world.
All right. I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. Um, so
Okay,
they look
anyways.
at you and just sort of confusion, and they look at Baxter, and you just yelled in and said, like, Charlie, we have someone for you. And they go, right, well, then I'll be going with my dear friend here to make sure she gets clerical attention.
Oh yeah, of course.
Rocktot, you rolled a nat one. I guess these people have another person hanging out in the tent. Just a nice
I
dragonborn
didn't.
cleric.
There are so many people here. I don't know how you keep them all.
We don't know either. Gotta be honest.
And Lady Grav steps into the icy room, and then this shadowy figure steps in besides them. Steps in behind them. If I could say my words. What are you all doing?
Son of a bitch, I guess I'm going in.
Yeah, I
Going in
guess I'll
too.
go in too.
What's happening?
I think we should go in here real quick, if you don't mind, Rakata. You too, yes, sir. I think you should go in.
Hey, sir, well, hold on. What happens if, like, everyone goes in the room? It's like, is there the guaranteed door to get back out? Because I know that Charlie's a little shy, so you might need to put the door stopper in.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that it would. The door should stay open.
Jeff, can you make sure the door stays open?
Whack. And he just sort of flutters. And he like settles himself on the floor right in front of the like door. And it like when you let it go, Christelle, it just like bumps him softly, and then it just stays open while he sits there.
I'm just gonna give him a little pet and thanks.
He is tiny, and you know, Baxter, you've held Jeff. He's barely the weight of like a paperclip.
Very light.
He's very light, and yet somehow dense enough to hold open a heavy wooden door.
Makes sense, actually.
And so are you all stepping into this blizzard room?
Yeah, I hate it, but I guess I'm going.
Can I, before we do, can I give Jeff a scritch to get some healing?
Yes. How much is it again?
At least just like a D4. Let's see here. 2D4. Do I roll that? Or do you want to roll it?
I mean, mine was max heal, so if you would like 8.
Okay, cool. I mean, I don't need that much, but totally.
I
Done.
got 2
Okay.
fours.
Jeff, just be careful.
Wah,
Also, if I die,
wah,
well, you know how I feel about you.
wah. All right.
Just try and make sure we don't die, buddy.
Wah. So as you all step into the blizzard room, this is where we're gonna take our break.
We're fucking stupid. All
We're so fucking stupid.
I planned
Welcome
for so
to Fantasy Jackass.
I planned for so many things, but not the blizzard room, and I don't know why. It wasn't. How long of a break do we want?
Probably 15.
You need 15? Okay, 15.
Yeah.
So we'd be back
28.
28. Okay, that's how numbers
Well,
work. No.
15 makes it 30, y'all. Because it'll
Well,
be 15
oh,
in
38.
a second. It'll
Well,
be
no, it just
30.
turned to 11:14.
Yes.
Fine,
And if
fuck
you
it,
add
30.
15 to 14, it becomes 29, which is 30.
Well, yes, but I did the exact measurements instead of rounding it.
We'll be back at 30 after.
I just knew how much our conversation was going to take.
We'll see you guys soon.
See you
Thanks so
soon.
much for
We'll
watching us.
Exactly. Thank you all.
What the fuck are we doing?
I'm in danger.
We're not out.
I
I'm not ready.
Huh? Y'all don't understand how much I love this button. Welcome back. I don't have to touch things. I can just press buttons. Thank, woo! Thank you all for waiting. We're back from break. Where last we left off, the party had made some decisions that the DM is confused by, and have entered into one of the blizzard rooms, or just very cold rooms, in
I
their
have to say
ever
this.
expanding tent.
I have not been involved in any of this. This is all them.
You just got
There is
Sam.
no blame on me.
Listen. This is what happens when you leave me and Liz in charge of
Yeah,
story.
have we not
I
understood?
am dumb slime. Leave me alone.
You cannot. Danny and I cannot be left alone with story plots because, as we've
You
now seen,
remember what happened in that fucking castle between the two of us.
This is why Ysir exists, I'll be incredibly honest. I need at least one person with a brain cell. An NPC at least.
Thank you. But even that boy doesn't have a brain cell. What are you talking about?
He does, just not in comparison to you. Not when you're around.
Oh,
He's losing all
Oh.
facilities.
when you're around there, Christelle.
Listen. Anywho, what are y'all doing going into this blizzard room? What's the plan here? So Lady Grav and Shadow Figure have all, and you, sir, have all gone in. And you three went in with Jeff holding the door open?
Yeah.
So what's the plan here?
Oh, this is cold. I don't like the cold.
yeah, me neither.
This is really cool. What was the plan?
They were gonna be coming. And I point to the cloaked figure.
Is there any change in Yasser and Lady Grav's like behavior or anything?
You would notice it. I mean, Ysir looks incredibly stressed out. You can tell, like, his fire hair has shortened significantly, and he just looks uncomfortable with it being this cold. Like, you think just like his very nature of being a fiery person, he just doesn't like how physically cold it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see that, like, the hair, all of these sort of like black smoke has disappeared entirely from his head. But he seems genuinely just physically uncomfortable with being this cold.
Okay, and she?
All of those cracks have disappeared, and she seems perfectly fine. She is definitely not dressed for the cold
Right.
at all, but she seems perfectly comfortable. And the like sort of shadowy figure kind of just looks like grumpy. Like they also aren't dressed for the cold, but they don't seem like they just seem agitated by like I'm not wearing snow boots and there's snow in my shoes now.
Right.
Just that kind of like genuinely. Yeah, I just don't like this. Being unprepared for the cold.
I'll look over at Christelle and be like, eh?
I am just absolutely shaking from the cold.
Christelle, it is also not great for you. Your hair is definitely
You know,
shorter
like,
as well.
The flame mohawk is just like short.
Wait,
Where are
we
your
said
friends?
we said Charlie, right?
Yeah,
Charlie.
that is the name you said, yes.
Charlie, you in here?
Actually, give me a moment. Where? And you said that out loud, right? You're just calling for Charlie?
Yeah. Don't say things like that.
You don't hear anything. There's just there's like howling winds, and it's really hard to see incredibly far ahead of you.
Charlie, where the fuck are you?
I guess,
Was that out loud, Christelle?
It's kind of like
But muttered to yourself, or like did you just think that?
muttered.
Okay.
You mutter that to yourself, or just like Charlie, where the fuck are you? And you see you think you see for a moment just something further in the snow.
No.
Oh, baby.
No, bother. Oh, don't hit things.
About how far would you say?
It's hard to tell. It's sort of still hazy, far
'Cause
away, but you think you're approaching something. It's sort of a nebulous blob shape, but it's definitely not big, and it doesn't seem super far, maybe 40 or so feet.
I'm gonna motion for the others to stay back. Move up a little bit so it looks to be about 30 feet away.
Mhm.
And just cast Detect Good and Evil. Detect
Alrighty.
Evil and Good.
And what exactly does that do? Does it just tell you if something evil or good is in the area?
You know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. You also know if a place has been consecrated or desecrated.
Trying to figure out what. Hang on. I gotta pull something up real quick.
Fuck.
Alright.
While you're pulling that up, would you mind pulling up something else?
Yes. What would you like to do?
I have been observing this person for at least a minute. Can I know their capabilities compared to some of my stuff for my know my enemy ability?
The shadowy figure?
Yeah.
Make an
It
arcana
might
check
be
for me.
hard for me to detect it, but
That's alright. Make an arcana check for me.
that is only a 17.
17? Alright. So two things. Let me pull that up. I'll start with you, Christelle. So you cast Detect Evil and Good, and as you get a little bit closer, it's much easier now to see what it was that was sort of that blurry figure. And it looks kind of like just a door. In the middle of just a wide open field, there's a door. And it says it lets you know if there's an aberration celestial. You within 30 feet of you. So you think you might feel something just right on the edge of the door, but you immediately are able to detect celestials, elementals, a fae, two at least undead, and a consecrated area.
Do I count as a fae?
No. Actually, you also do detect two more undead behind you as well.
I'm assuming that would be coming
What do
from.
I count
Yes, they're
as?
on
Am I
Lady
any
Grav.
of those? Do I know if I'm any of those?
You are not any of those. You are not an aberration or a celestial or elemental, fae, or fiend or undead. And you are not consecrated or desecrated. It's a little hard for you to tell it, but it is. You think it might be just on the edge of that door. And then for you, Rokta, you said that was a 17 Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of a struggle for a moment to just get any kind of read on this person. And then what? What do you get from that again? Know your enemy.
Starting at 7th level, you spend at least a minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat. You learn certain information about its capabilities compared to your own. The DM tells you if the creature has equal, superior, or inferior in regard of two of the following characteristics of my choice.
And what were the two?
So I'm going to choose total class levels, if any.
Mm-hmm.
Is it superior to 8
Yes.
or inferior? Okay.
Superior.
And AC, is it superior or inferior to 18?
It is equal. Like, yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess it would just tell you that it is the same as yours.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
But that is what you're able to get. That and that 17 is you think you were able to like push through what felt like some kind of barrier on gathering any information about this person.
Okay.
And then also third thing, if I just ooh oh
And I am standing, I want to say I'm standing near the lady the entire
okay.
time.
Perfect. So I just rolled also Baxter.
Mm-hmm.
You think just for like it was a blink, just a second, but for just the briefest of moments, it was incredibly hard to see. Not in the same way of like the blizzard, but more just like your vision just blacked out for a brief moment.
Is it back again?
Oh yeah, back. It was you. You're not sure if you just blinked and didn't realize it, but it was a brief moment where you just blinked a little too long.
Don't like that. I will kind of like look around for a moment, just like blinking my eyes. Like,
You just blinking, trying to like clear in case there was anything in there. But it's fine. You're just looking around. It's still a little hard to see super far just because of how heavy the snow is. But what are y'all doing? All right, Christelle, was there anything you wanted to do specifically now that you see this door and you detected
Oh boy.
those things?
I don't do this to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know how fucking curious I am.
Oh, hey, is that a door?
did anyone else's vision just kind of go mute for a moment?
No.
Yeah.
But as you pointed out, Rakta, yeah,
My vision got a little weird.
you pointed out, and you each see it. Like takes a moment to squint into the snow, but you see a door, a very ornate door, I might add. Like it is very well designed. It does not match any of the doors as well that you've seen in the tent. It is a very ornate and well designed door.
Yeah, I don't think Charlie's in here. We should probably go back.
Yeah, I agree. Something seems
I
weird here.
thought you said Charlie was here.
I thought he was, but I guess he went somewhere else.
He usually isn't here.
Oh, so your cleric has gone somewhere else then.
This place is pretty big.
I mean, one perhaps through that door?
I've
It
never
doesn't
seen that
really
door
look like
before in
it
Charlie's
belongs
room.
here.
Those were said at the same time, so.
Oh, sorry.
You go first.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Nope.
I need one of you to go.
Liz.
I mean,
Yep.
usually, I've never seen that in Charlie's room before. So it seems kind of weird.
Yeah, it
I don't
doesn't
think
really
we
look
can go
like it
through it.
belongs here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is here. Is this not where your cleric is?
It would not be, no. So why don't we just turn around and head out? Because this cold is not agreeing with me.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's gonna kind of inch closer towards you, sir.
Can I have you make a religion check for me, Crestale?
Okay.
And the other two, what are y'all doing?
I
I'm
also
just standing near the lady and very confused by the door.
22.
If anyone else would like, you can also make religion checks.
let's try it. Why not?
That's a 22.
Ooh,
Nope,
21.
that's
Yeah.
a 4.
You've personally never been this cold, Rakta, and it's also, you're not 100% sure on what's happening. I guess Charlie's, I guess, not here, but there's this door here, but you don't know why it is. And then that was 22 and 24?
22 and 21.
21, okay. Well, I will say you both, look, it's a little hard to see just because of the snow again, but you look at the door and there is a symbol on it. It's less of a symbol on the door and more the way the, like, it's as if the hand, I got something in this motion. The handles of the door are shaped into a sort of symbol. One that, Christelle, you recognize instantly, and then Baxter, it takes a moment, but you also recognize it as well as a symbol of the goddess Atrel. She is a goddess of passion and protection, usually associated. So the handles are sort of shaped like little roses, like well-defined roses with two specific, like instead of spikes, just instead of thorns, just like spiky rays. Baxter, you kind of know this because Jeff had just explained to you a couple of other deities and how they work when you were just learning about how blood magic functions. And Chriselle, you recognize this deity because you've heard quite a bit about them. You specifically know a follower of theirs, a close friend of yours who was deeply devoted to her cause.
Okay. That's who I think it is?
It is. So you remember your friend Thava was also a paladin, specifically of Atrel. And
that's gonna lead me towards it, but I'm gonna be like, you guys should probably, look for Charlie in a different room. Maybe the puppy room.
Yeah, I mean, you should help us, too.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
You should help us, too.
I'll be right there.
I don't think you should be left alone in this room.
Then who's gonna stay with me?
Well, I think we should all, leave together. Right, but things just feel a little hinky.
Are you two fighting? I don't understand.
No. It's just I kind of Baxter's a goddess of protection.
Right.
So I want to check what's behind this door.
Then go check behind the door. I'll start walking towards the door.
It's only 40 feet away.
There you are. I'll take the other ones, if you two want to go check that out.
Yeah.
If you'd all like to follow me, we can try find Charlie somewhere else.
Like I said, Charlie loves the puppy room. Try for that.
Oh, are you sure? I do.
Yeah,
really
we'll be
like it
right
here.
there.
It's very Lady Grav, she's like, it's very comfortable here.
Lady Grav, did you want to come with us, maybe?
Is it perhaps colder?
Possibly. I
Oh, well then
haven't
yes.
quite checked this room before.
And she just goes, yes. And you do see the shadowy figure that goes, oh, well, I mean, if my friend is going, I'm not going to leave her alone.
I mean, she's in safe hands. We protected her all this way.
He just look at
I
you.
guess. I
I
guess
mean,
we're all gonna
it looked
go.
like you didn't like the cold very much.
I don't understand what's happening.
I just
I
need
don't really think I know either.
to adjust my clothing. I mean, if we're also invested in this store, why not all go?
I would kind of prefer if it was just me and my friends, to be honest.
And Lady Grav.
And Lady Grav.
My
Because...
friend.
Cat.
They're fighting.
Oh.
There's yelling going on right now.
Aww.
Oh.
Cats.
Shelby.
I mean,
I love seeing Shelby just walk across.
she's perfect. I'm just not going to leave my friends. I mean,
Right.
if you're so worried about me, I'm sure Rockta can vouch for me.
They've paid me a lot of money.
I mean...
I guess we're all gonna go.
I don't understand what's going. Okay, do we need to have a talk? You're all doing like breedy eyes at each other. I don't understand.
I
gotta add that to the quotes list.
I don't think I understand what that means.
Me neither, and I don't think I want to know.
What does breedy eyes mean?
No clue.
I mean, it's when people are doing that thing where they're like, "Oh, I like you," and then the other one's like, "Oh, I like you too."
Yeah, no, that's not happening here.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually involved with someone who's not here right now.
Yeah, like, we're friends, but we're not like that.
And then they pray to their gods for like 20 minutes in the bedroom.
Yeah, I have a partner. They're not here right now, though.
Yeah, that doesn't quite typically happen here.
So...
Well, you seem incredibly invested in the store, so let's just open it. It's from Shadow Figure.
Okay. I mean, I'll reach towards the door handle because no one's doing anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the door handle itself is shaped like a rose. And pulling it open, it's not locked. You pull the door open,
Okay,
and
it's not locked.
you pull the door open, and you open the door, and it does not lead to another snowy blizzard room, but instead you see what looks like a very opulent hall. If you want to look at the roll 20, I even have it.
Oh, I don't have roll 20 open.
God damn it. Oh.
It is a very opulent, and also let me pull this up for the stream to see.
Holy shit.
But it is you each pop in right over here, in this little corner, as you open this door. And it is a very brightly lit and well decorated temple. There we go. That is the word I was looking for. The walls are a sort of soft orange brown. There is some nice sunlight flowing in from large floor-to-ceiling windows. You see two statues, both one of what looks like an elven archer, another of what looks like a tiefling with a sword, sort of standing there in like regal protective poses. Further down, you can see in the center of the room is a large rose embossed onto the floor. And there are, I couldn't probably, roll 20 kept crashing every time I tried to put people in these seats, so they're not here. But there are just people sitting in just a few people in each of these pews, and someone at the very front. And it looks like you just kind of poked your head into the middle of a sermon. But yeah, that is what you see when you open the door, Rakta.
Oh, hey. It's that religious thing I talked about.
Yep, and then here is the map. Once again, thank you to Che and PQ for these amazing maps. They're beautiful.
I'm gonna go sit down in the first available seat because I don't know what's happening.
Yep, there is a seat right here. I will say, as you look around, Rakta, the seats are the exact same shade of pink as you. So are the rugs.
Oh, I like it.
They are the exact same shade of pink as you are. And people just look at you and just go, no one seems to be like saying anything to you. It's sort of the thing when someone's late to church and it's just like, but no one stops you. And you just, slide right in.
And I lean over to like, is there a person near me?
Yeah, so I'll say you sat right here and there is a person right here. A goblin.
What did I miss? Did I miss the part where they say things?
They go, you just missed opening prayer.
Oh, okay.
But you're only about 20 minutes late.
Oh, good. Good.
The rest of you saw Rakta open this door and then just walk into a chapel.
My detect evil and good is still up, right?
Yes.
Okay. Am I sensing where those like celestials and elementals are coming from?
Yes, so you enter the room as well, and you can see it might just be there is a celestial right at the front, sort of giving. You think that might just be the person giving the sermon. They do have large wings, and you think that just might be a celestial priest.
Yeah.
You do spot one more celestial. There's some elementals as well, and you do see two. One looks like an entire just skeleton sitting in one of the pews listening, and another
Is
person.
that
You
who I
think,
talked to?
yeah, you talked. You just leaned over, and there was a skeleton next to you, and they were just like, "It's
Okay,
fine."
cool. I'm just talking to the skeleton.
Yeah. So you think that might have been the like undead you noticed were just
Mm-hmm.
undead people. There is another one you think might you see further down, but they look humanoid. So you're not sure if that's like a vampire or what kind of undead they might be.
Okay.
But yeah. Also, if you want, you can drag your I think I set them up.
Yep,
I'm just gonna
I dragged my character over, and I'm next to the skelly boy.
look
Or girl.
Baxter.
Or non-B.
Like,
I'll learn
Are we
church.
supposed to like go to church
I
this whole
wave at
time?
the group waiting at the door. And then I gesture to the skeleton like,
The skeleton waves at you guys. You see Sir waves back.
I motion for the mystery figure and Lady Grav to head in before me.
Okay, they step in and then you slam the door behind them.
Yep, everyone's stuck in church forever.
Yep.
I mean, they do step in and they go, "Oh, this is." You do see the mystery figure goes, "Oh, is your cleric friend in here then?" I would expect it.
Maybe. Might be.
If you say yes, do you stop asking questions?
Oh, I'm just very curious.
Yeah, that seems to happen. We'll just head in and
You've scooped up a
see if
new
we can
NPC.
get some help after the sermon, maybe.
She goes, so are we going to? Okay, I guess. And he just sort of like scoops over and sits next to Rakta and the skeleton.
Are we supposed to be going to church the whole time?
Is there room for me to squeeze in next to you, sir?
I mean, it's technically only able to sit 3 people, but seeing as a skeleton, it doesn't really have that much mass.
I know what's going on, and I turn myself into my slime form, and all my clothes like fall off, and I just sit on someone's lap.
Oh
Do you
my
sit on
god.
the skeleton's lap?
Well, if they let me, sure, I'll sit on their lap as a slime.
The skeleton scoots over. If you want, you're all able to cram in to this. You're all able to cram into this pew if you want.
I can sit up. Is there a seat in the pew
Oh
in
yeah,
front of them?
it's so the church isn't full. There's like maybe 7 people in here.
I'll go in a pew up front.
Okay, you're gonna allow for people to have leg room. Lady Grav sits next to you, and then mystery figure sits next to Lady Grav. And do any of you plan on doing anything, or are you just gonna stay here for for the entirety of the sermon?
I want you to read us an entire,
All right, hang on. Let me I think I do have a Bible. I could go grab one.
Oh God.
Listen, do you know how many family members keep giving me pocket Bibles? It's disgusting, and I don't know what to do with them.
Why?
Cause they want me to be a religious. If you're on your own, you
What?
gotta remember to remember God. I will say, you guys all stay here for the entire sermon. So the celestial is kind of droning on as they go. Here, I'll come up with something. They're
Kelly,
just
You don't have to.
beloved,
they're
we
just
are gathered.
exactly. They go.
Marriage.
Marriage. My dearest protectors, as you all know, we are all gathered here under the light of our blessed rose. It is fucking God. This sounds gross. Um, I hate it here. Uh, as you have all done for yourself, I see we have some new faces in the crowd, and some
Hi.
old ones. I go, thank you for joining us. Today we are, of course, reciting our devotions of protection and passion. We are here put on this plane to keep our people safe. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that people are well cared for and well protected. Do we all agree? And just people are like, yes, yeah, it's. And I'm not gonna keep doing this, but it's a very long sermon, and it's the kind where like they make you participate, and it's like, oh, I'm sure you can do better than that. When someone's like, yeah, and they're like, nope, I want to hear it again, but louder.
This is the shit that Thava would be into.
Yeah,
1000%.
protecting everyone.
I will say it's about an hour and a half. Are you staying the whole time? Just in
Yeah,
church?
I'm
Can we get a short rest out of this?
You're just taking a nap in the middle of church.
I'm just next to you, sir, just napping on.
Oh, if you're napping, then let me know.
Oh no, not at all.
All right. But so you're all gonna say for the entirety of the sermon?
Baxter's asleep.
I'm
Okay.
committed. I'm committed
Like
to
literally
the bit.
sitting in the pew, like
Just. Since you're asleep, you won't notice it, but the rest of you do. While Baxter is just sitting there, you just see a little poof of gold smoke in their lap. And then there's a Jeff.
Jeffrey, we're supposed to be holding the door.
You also closed the door to the church room.
I didn't think I did.
Oh, were you leaving that open?
Yeah.
I mean, how?
I don't know.
How were you leaving that
The
open and
wind
also
blows the
sitting
door
it?
closed.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All
Fair
right.
enough. Fair enough.
But you do see a puff of gold smoke in Baxter appears. I mean, Jeff appears in Baxter's lap.
Oh my god.
And after about an hour and a half of sermon, Baxter, you wake up to hear people clapping. Because as the sermon ends, some people just start clapping. And and I'm going to say each of you. Let's see. I need to roll for each of you. You each gather. Let's see. What is it? Oh,
Jeff.
6 temporary hit points.
Oh.
Okay.
So you'll each get 6 temp HP from that sermon. That very long, very inspiring sermon.
Good fucking nap.
It was nice to meet you, Skellington. I am Rakta.
What's their name? I gotta come up with a skeleton's name.
Jerry.
Jerry. Oh, no. They go, oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm Charlie.
Armand.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, it's Charlie. Is this Charlie? Point
Liam.
over.
I said Charlie was a dragonborn. Fuck.
I mean, they could be the skeleton of a dragonborn.
Maybe at
Are
one
they?
point, yeah.
They're a skeleton. Most skeletons look kind of the same, if I'm being incredibly honest. This one's
Charlie, you've changed.
changed. How about... Oh! Oh, you must have known me before I died.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, you know. Blizzard.
Oh, you know.
That's a bitch. You're looking really good, real fit.
Well, thanks. I'm so sorry. I jumbled up some memories when I passed, but it's nice, I guess, seeing you all again. And if
Yeah.
I could have a deception check from Baxter and Christeo,
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
as you two fully.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, why is it covering
Yes.
you up?
Oh my god,
I
it was
flushed.
almost a nat 1, but it rolled over to the 19.
That is an 11.
25. 25.
25. I will say with the help from Christelle, because Baxter, that definitely did not pass. But with the help from
Mhm.
Christelle, you're able to make it convincing as if you definitely knew Charlie beforehand, and that this is the Charlie you were talking about, and they're now a skeleton.
Hey,
Well,
Charlie,
damn.
do you still have the, kind of like healy, like if someone isn't feeling well kind of powers?
Ah, I think so. It's been a while. With
Yeah,
the
definitely.
dying, my powers are
Yeah,
a little out of whack. But did you if you can't get help from me, you can always get help from the minister.
I
Or
might. That might be a better option. Thank you. It was good to see you again. I'm sorry.
yeah, sorry I don't remember you, but
It's okay.
Yeah, it was
High
nice
five?
meeting you.
I'll just put my hand up for a high five.
they detach their hand and then high five you with it, and then put it back on.
I
Oh,
turn back
yes.
into my slime form and gather my clothing and just recollect myself into my non-slime form.
I will
Oh,
get up and head over and just pop up by the minister.
It's the things that are happening here, audience. I want
Yeah.
you to know it's insane what's going on right now.
The friends that they have so many friends.
Uh, well, it does seem like we found your friend Charlie. A bit morbid that the room's a blizzard.
Yeah.
well, yeah, looks like they did.
Yeah, it seems kind of. But I was told that you were here for healing of my friend. But if you can't provide that, I can go and take her somewhere safer.
Well,
Well,
we
they're
were.
going and talking to that person there, so
Yeah.
perhaps they're the one who will help them.
I'm assuming while this is happening, I get a little solo time with the minister.
Yeah, you can walk on over to the minister. So they're definitely larger than most humanoids. You think they might, instead of being something like an Asimar or like maybe mixed, they might just be a full celestial.
Hmm.
And so they're definitely a little bit taller. They're got like pale skin, but their eyes are just pools of light. And they've got a little bit like, it's not a halo like around their head on the top, but more like behind them, just raised like a permanent like the stained glass kind.
Hmm.
And large wings are folded behind them. They just go, oh, you're one of the new faces, one of the new protectors. Can I help you?
Yeah, I had a question. This was kind of sudden, but my closest friend was a follower for a very long time, and like found this place very out of the blue. Um, I have a couple of friends who might be afflicted with something, and I was wondering if there was a chance to help.
Is it illness of some kind or something
Um,
magical in nature?
It's
it's
your
more
mom.
magical in nature. It's
Oh, forgot I was not muted there. Sorry, guys.
No,
God
beautiful.
damn it.
Baxter just says, it's your mom, and they go, oh, you've met my mother.
Gotta
I didn't,
go.
I didn't know you were able to meet her. She's just a ball of light. Continue.
um, it's more magical in nature. I'm not quite sure to the effect of how powerful it is, but my friends have been afflicted with something. There's a little bit of a viscous like goo to it, and there are like little cracks that form sometimes.
I'm not entirely sure, but I'll give them a look. Are your friends, would you be able to bring them to me, or if you'd like to book an
Um,
appointment, I can.
I can bring them up right now. They were just right over here.
Oh, those are
Um,
your friends, okay.
I did try to
Hi.
help fix this in the past. It worked once, but it hasn't worked again.
I see. Well, um, I can't sense that you're perhaps a follower of my own faith. Perhaps switching to one of her roses might bolster your healing abilities.
I would, but there's currently, other obligations that are currently conflicting with it.
Well, if you ever change your mind, I'm sure her rosy fate might be more than willing to accept you.
I I hope so. Anyways,
They're doing
I'll
the
go get
priest.
those friends now.
Yeah, they're doing the priest thing where they're like, "Why haven't you been coming to church more often? You should be part of this."
And listen, this bitch probably would if there wasn't the whole selling your life to life way.
Yes. So you return to the group. Also, so you all, while you were just hanging out, the skeleton, Charlie, they had just like given you a, but they got up and sort of walked away.
Bye, Charlie.
Bye. I hope I meet you again. It was very nice seeing you.
Ah,
But yeah.
so
Good
how
luck
did
the
it
whole
go?
death thing.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I was brought back after all.
Can be brought back after you've already been brought back.
I don't know. Let's hope
Yeah.
I never find out.
Yeah, I hope not.
Bye.
Boy,
So, did you find out anything about being able to help our friend?
Yeah, we can definitely go over and give it a try. Lady Grav, if I may.
Oh, yes, and you see, she's just looking around in absolute wonder. She loves every part of this. I mean, so part of the church itself is like there are actual like plants and vines. You can see that there are just an entirety of vines at the front of the church, and she's just been staring at them with like roses blooming.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's like, "Oh, of course. Oh, this is lovely. What a
Yes,
nice
sir.
place." And he goes, "What? Huh? What's
And I
happening?"
just, you're going to.
Oh, okay. And they woke up along with our shadow figure.
Alright.
so Roxy, are you like religious or anything, or like?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's actually a fish. Probably should have known that. Do you like believe in something? Like these people believe in a god.
I believe that sandwiches are really good.
Well, yeah, very good. I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe in that.
It's safe.
I like it. You're very chill, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a bit cold out.
Yeah. Did it change your viscosity at all? Like, did you freeze or anything?
For just a
I don't
brief
know.
moment, you felt a little bit more solid. Rakta.
I mean, once I got in here, I was able to turn back into my regular slime anyways.
You're
So,
able to turn back time?
And also, I realize
As if you could turn back time.
I kind of bring them forward, but then I realize, hey, Baxter.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Please excuse me. I'll be right back.
should I stay here?
You can come if you want, Rakta.
No, yeah, why don't you come as well?
Can I hold the dog?
I don't have a dog. A cat
duck.
sometimes
Oh.
appears around. Oh, the duck. Oh, yeah, of course. There you go. Are you going to absorb them? Please don't
No,
absorb my best
I
friend.
just want to hold them.
Okay, fair enough.
I like
Here
the
you
way
go.
that fur feels against my fingers.
It's very good. I like it too. Yeah, I will. I'll hand Jeff over.
I'm just going to pet the duck while I am sitting, watching.
Jeff is going whack and then whack and then whack.
So, Baxter.
Yeah, I'll head over.
So, the vision thing,
Yeah.
you mentioned that. Why don't you get in just to be safe?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying like I had a vision, and I was like, I don't think I've had a
Oh, no,
vision.
no. God, no.
But you were talking about the whole like
The thing that you just had.
eyesight thing. Yeah,
back and
yeah. Oh,
forth.
yeah. We should probably have a conversation. Yeah.
It's just
Sorry, I
gonna
was
be
a
a
little
group
confused.
baptism or something.
I'm not particularly religious. Is that a
I mean,
problem?
it's not really about religion. It's more just like,
You did all just sign up to get baptized.
I mean, my
Are we going for a bath?
There's a pool of water suddenly.
Oh my god.
mine's a little like I kind of have a different, religion thing.
Well, yeah,
I guess
I don't think that it's like you
full of
have to
religion.
change your religion. It's more just like, our next best bet when it
Oh,
comes
all
to
right.
getting rid of this.
I can be bathed.
You can be BAFTA. All right. Hi, my name's Baxter.
Right. Hello, Baxter. My name is Elijah.
Pleasure to meet you, Elijah. That duck over there is my best friend, Jeff.
Ah. You see, they like look at Jeff and go, "Oh, well, our familiars are always welcome,
Oh no, they're not my familiar. They're my best friend.
and friends as well." I'm looking. I don't have any ASMR tokens or angel tokens, so just imagine there is one right here
Nice.
behind this little podium.
Um. So,
Did you come here as well to get yourself, I suppose, cleansed, as your friend asked?
I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And you see they like spread their wings, and
And
raise.
fly away.
Yes, and leave. They just fully fly off.
I'm like a bird.
Eh,
Exactly.
they do spread their wings, and you see the light behind them sort of glow a little bit brighter as they just raise their hands and start speaking. Do any of you speak Celestial?
Well, let's see. I speak weird things. I do not speak that.
No, I speak primordial.
Mm-hmm.
I speak weird things. I mean,
Common and Minotaur.
I speak Minotaur and Draconic.
I have
Beautiful.
spoken to you in Minotaur several times.
Yes, you have.
Alrighty. So let's see if I can get a Wisdom save from you, Baxter.
Oh, is this something I want to pass or fail?
Just roll, and I'll let you know.
Wisdom save. That is
Yes.
going to be a 19.
You
Alrighty.
also have my
Oh, 19, 20, 22.
yeah.
Alrighty. Whoop. And then let me roll for our NPC friends. And oh, let me grab one more since they're gonna roll with disadvantage.
Because I am like a bird.
Well then, you pass. You pass. You fail. You fail.
Oh.
It's 2 failures and 2 successes. Let's see. So I will say, you see Lady Grav is just sort of going, oh, and then as the light like sort of hits her, she immediately just starts coughing and hacks up a pile, like a pile of black goo.
Ooh.
You see your sir also takes this, and you see he just starts coughing, and he's just like, oh, and some smoke comes out of his mouth, but nothing else. And then you
Um,
see your shadowy friend. There you immediately can see sort of all of their features now. It's no longer obscured as they also just start coughing, but nothing happens to them. Bloop.
What are their features though?
Check out that token. It's Mackie art. So they look partially skeletal, I guess. Their face is sunken in. They've got gray skin sunken into their bones. It is like lanky white hair, and their eyes are with black sclera, sort of a glowing red.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of that.
They've got sort of like they have the bridge of their nose and then a hole where the rest of their nose is. And their hair is they're wearing sort of like partial bone coverings as well as like darkened cloth, and they just look at the celestial in confusion and go, well, that wasn't very nice.
Um, I don't want to see any. What happens to me?
Oh, what was yours again? My
I rolled
apologies.
a I rolled a
It's like a
19 plus
22.
3, 22.
22. Alrighty. Baxter, you for a moment, just again that same issue with your vision where it darkens again, and then it feels like you're crying, but you aren't. You know you're not crying. But Chriselle,
I
you
have
see just
feelings too.
black goo right out of their eyes. But after a couple seconds, it turns to actual tears. So you think it might have just cleansed out.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
Um, oh,
I don't. Also, mind you, there is a pile now of like black goo right on this lovely rug.
We have that glass bottle, right?
Yes, it's not moving. Also, it's just there.
And don't touch that.
And this Lester goes, "Oh, that's." And before you can even scoop it up, they just wave their hand and it disappears.
Oh, what happened to it?
Do you know what that was?
A mess, I'm assuming.
I mean, but like, was there anything to it? Like,
Oh, I cleaned it, so whatever mess your friend's illness had to make, it's gone from my floors.
alright.
Huh? I hope you should all feel better now. That was a bit of healing feat, but is there anything else I could help you with?
That,
I mean, technically, I
well,
don't think it got out of everyone.
a little bit, but
Do I feel different?
Um, you you do. You weren't aware of it, but like you feel better. Like you're realizing that, like, you know, when you didn't know you were sick previously, but you definitely feel better now.
Oh, I
Uh,
feel different.
yeah. So you feel as if like you were sick before, but you're not anymore.
It's weird. Um,
thank you for doing what you could.
Right. Well, and you see they do reach over and grab a small bowl and then hold it over to you.
See,
Tithings.
Bob, how much money I got?
I'm gonna be just because I don't go to church. I'm gonna take out a ration and put it in the bowl.
All right.
I'm gonna put a gold in.
They look at you in confusion at the ration and then just go, right, okay, and hold it up to everyone else just to see if anyone wants to put in a tithing or not.
I put in a gold.
Alrighty.
Or is it not a thing? They held out a bowl, so I put some food in it.
Collection for money.
Shadowy figure
Thing
does
though.
not put anything in there.
Oh,
I'll just take out a handful of gold and put it in there. I'll roll a d20 and see what happens.
I'm really
Okay.
sorry. I
15.
thought, Jesus, I
Shat.
thought you asking for food.
No, they just go, any donation can be accepted.
Yeah, I put in 15 gold.
Alrighty, you put in 15.
Yeah, I just grab a handful of gold coins and I rolled a d20 and I rolled a 15, so I threw them in.
Yasir drops 2 silver in there. Shadow figure does nothing, and then Lady Grav, she reaches into her bag and puts in 2 platinum.
Oh my god.
And they go, thank you. Please, if ever need be, please come back to church.
Now, do we just go back the way we came, or?
You entered through, I believe, the side door.
Mhm.
I mean, it should take you back outside to the center, so. Or you could take the other side door. However, both will still lead you to the center.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I mean, the doors just kind of take you anywhere. I don't really control where they go.
When
Yeah, let's find out.
open a door, usually you get to the place that was behind the door.
My doors are usually kind of special.
Oh,
They go
okay.
anywhere.
Yeah, let's. And I'm gonna head towards the door and find out where the fuck it goes.
Alrighty. So you open the door that you had entered in through. And Christelle, you can. There's just like a sickened feeling as you immediately recognize where you are.
It's the fucking mall, isn't it?
We're back at the Reverie Center.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go to
Close.
the,
I'm gonna close the door and try opening it again.
Still the Reverie Center. And then
I'm gonna
what's
do it
that?
like 5 more times.
You keep opening. It's the same thing. And then what's that, Rakta?
we need to go back to your tavern for your tent, right?
Yes, we definitely should.
If you keep opening and closing, it's still gonna be the same spot.
Just one more.
You open it, you
I'm
close.
sorry about my friend, and I will start dragging you out of the room and take you away from the door.
I don't want to be here.
Shit. Sorry, excuse my language. How do we get back to where we were going?
I'm gonna look at the shadowy figure. Just point. Where was that tavern?
Here. It's in the reverie center. Have did you not did you not go in? Have you never oh no, wait,
I
it's
didn't
not.
go inside of that tavern. I didn't know where we were. I just knew that we were somewhere.
Right. Well, we'll just have to go down. If I'm correct, I believe it's on the other side of the mall, in the center, but
Okay.
we can just go.
I'm assuming I know which way it is.
Yeah, you're not happy about this.
Yeah.
This is you definitely recognize where you are. And then
I'm just.
So, are you leaving now, or what is happening?
I still have a couple of questions for Lady Grav, if you don't mind, and then you can protect her.
I see. I mean, I'm not in control of her actions, so ask away and then
Well, I would prefer if they were done in private, if you don't mind, ma'am.
they she goes it looks around like the sort of kind of open church and goes sure.
All right, are we heading back to the tavern then?
Yeah?
Yes. Also, the figure goes, I will also go back to the tavern with you, as that is my room.
Yep.
So, is the plan then to go to the tavern and ask her
Yep.
questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff, see where we're at?
Wah. Wah.
Do you think we'll have time to possibly stop and get like a honey bun for Jeff? Jeff likes the honey buns.
Yeah, go for it.
Does this sound good, Jeff?
Wah.
All right. Well, I don't actually know where the place I'm supposed to go to is yet.
And then Rakta, you step out as well, and this is your first time in the center itself. So you've been in multiple locations, or most people give you teleportations into certain taverns or rooms, but you've never actually seen the whole of the center itself, as well as for you, the audience. So it is a massive sort of sprawling mall that is suspended in the sky as an airship and sort of floats around all of the nations. It is an expansive mall just for adventure. Well, not just for adventurers, but catering specifically to adventurers. Rakta, you can see parties and just parties of people, a bunch of kids running around. There are some very interesting looking stores and signs everywhere. But it is a mall for adventurers.
This place is pretty cool.
I bought a tent here before the whole thing started.
The tent that's back in the room.
Oh, I wish no. Unfortunately, it's one of my backpack right now.
Oh. Oh, what's that place? Lifeway. What's that like?
Nope.
You do see a store that just has the same Lifeway. Life your way.
Um,
I'm just like racing past.
Christelle doesn't like that place.
All right. I will. Wait up.
Chris, are you straight up running or are you like speed walking?
Not like right. I'm like I'm like soccer mom, and I'm all just
The determined
speed
walk.
walking.
I will say, as you speed walk or attempt to speed walk past that, you do hear someone go, Christelle? And it is your favorite coworker, whose name I've forgotten, and I need to find where I wrote it down.
This bitch.
It is that one, the Fae that you hated. If I could
I'm
just,
ignoring her.
and they go, oh, Christelle, what are you doing? Here,
Just walking past.
just speed
Walking
walking.
past.
Christelle, someone's talking to you.
I just flip them a middle finger as I'm going.
Oh, I
What's
don't.
that mean?
I don't think they meant that to you, Rakta. You just see you sort of leans over. I don't think they meant that for you.
I create a middle finger and I'm like, am I just supposed to do this to people? I do it to the lady as I'm walking by them.
As you walk past this Fae, there are also some other stores you see. There are two stores right across from each other. One called the right hand store, the other called the left hand store.
Oh, I wonder if our friend still works there.
Actually,
Wait, wasn't it the second-hand store? Because it was literally second-hand.
yes, first hand, second hand. That was what it was. Listen, it's been a while, and I tried to rewatch as much as I can in the first episode with the hour I had off of work.
Yeah, I will follow everyone along, but when we pass the bakery, I'll be like, wait. And I will go in,
Mm-hmm.
get some honey buns
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
for Jeff and
Alrighty.
myself.
And was there anywhere specifically that you all wanted to go outside? I mean, outside of the the shop, the cute rabbit shop. That the Honey Bunny is the name of the shop.
No. Nowhere else I wanted to go.
It's also 10 gold for
10
each
gold.
for each honey bun. The menu is as
Wait,
follows.
what are you wanting?
Oh, Jeff really likes these buns in here. They're like his favorite things.
I'll pull out 20 gold and hand it to you. Okay, well, get what you want.
Oh, wait, are you sure?
Yeah,
That's
that
a
guy
lot.
paid me 450 gold to collect her, and then I keep walking.
Oh my god.
Also, menus as
Oh,
followed. There's honey buns for 10 gold, steamed buns for 3, cinnamon buns for 4 silver. So the only thing that's 10 gold is the honey bun. Everything else is silver.
I will buy 2 honey buns.
Okay. There's steamed buns, cinnamon buns, brownie buns, sweet buns, and cheesy buns.
How much is a brownie bun?
Brownie buns are 4 silver.
I will buy 1 honey bun, and
And then
then
a variety pack for 10 gold.
yes, literally though, no cinnamon though, because Baxter's also allergic to cinnamon, like me.
Valid. So you are able to get 1 honey bun, and then you buy a variety pack with each bun outside of the cinnamon for
Yes.
that would cost you 2 gold for a variety pack, not including the honey bun. So 10 gold for the honey bun, and then 2 for the variety pack.
Oh, then I'll get 2 variety packs and a honey bun.
Alrighty. So you will have then 2 steamed buns, 2 brownie buns, 2 sweet buns, 2 cheesy buns, and 1 honey bun.
Yes, sir. I can't get a honey bun. Do you want anything?
Yes. I can. If you want a honey bun, I
Well,
can
I
get you
mean,
one.
No. I don't want a honey bun.
I'll have these variety picks that I got for it to share
Well, yeah,
with
oh,
everyone.
to share? I thought you were just gonna have that for yourself.
Oh,
For
no.
everyone.
Yeah, this is for everyone.
No, like
Except for the honey bun. The honey bun is for Jeff.
I kind of motioned to the medallion for like everyone.
For all of us, yeah, included.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's enough for everyone.
Uh,
I use my, because of my shape-shifting thing, I use my shape, like, to make the bunny ears, like, the photos that are all around.
yeah. So the behind the counter, there's just one man who is a lily too.
Oh,
So
just a little old man.
it's just a little old man. He's got like floppy bunny ears. It looks like they might have like when he was younger they were more perky, but he's just gotten older and they've kind of started sagging. He's got a little
I like
horn
those ears. I'm going to
as well.
borrow them occasionally.
And he just goes, "Oh, that's adorable." Yeah.
So I just have 2 floppy bunny ears now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And then I will
Appreciate the rock.
also say he just goes, "Thank you so much for ordering. It's not many people come here or buy the honey buns.
Oh, this is my Dick's favorite place.
It's well, thank you. I will say there are certain things that happen with my buns. I infuse a bit of my own magic with each and every one. And the honey buns, well, if you're ever in a bad situation, they'll definitely keep you healthy." You see, he has a hard
Oh,
time speaking because he does have 2 like large front rabbit teeth, so just
Oh,
words are
no.
hard for him.
this is actually my my duck's favorite place. He
Wah,
loves the honey buns.
wah, wah. He's like, "Well, I'm glad that I could have such an adorable patron then." If you ever need anything else, please feel free to stop by. I make them fresh each morning.
Well, thank you so much. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. And they do hand you over the two. So they hand you over the two variety boxes and then one little box with the honey bun in it. And they're all like cutely designed with like a little wax stamp that's like rabbit ears. It's just like a little rabbit's head. And then the design on them are like, make it look like they're little honeycombs on the box. And it just got like a little gold ribbon holding it closed.
Oh.
It's just a nice little shop.
I will hold out the honey bun for GF.
Jeff takes a tiny nibble but doesn't eat the whole thing. They just go, wah, wah.
It's really good, isn't it?
It is.
All right, are we ready to head back?
Yep, and I'll just carry the boxes of the other ones for all of us to have.
Yep. And as you all wander your way back to the other end of the Reverie Center, that is where we're going to end our session.
Do we
I
get
can't
back to
believe
the
it.
thing or no?
You'll have to find out next episode.
Darn.
I
When,
can't believe we found our way back.
I'm so upset.
I mean,
All roads lead back to this goddamn mall.
this is the only place you can be. This is the only thing that's real. Well, thank you all for joining us on this ride of things where I didn't know where anything was going.
Eh,
You're welcome.
It's not in control of what was happening here. I don't know what was going on. But I hope everyone had a great time. I know I did. And thank you all for joining us. And we will see you again this Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
For an
I thought you said
episode.
this someday, and I was like, oh.
I mean, technically, yes, someday. But this Sunday, for an episode of Aldrich Academy.
Someday.
Bum, bum, bum. But yes, thank
guys
you all
are
for
amazing.
joining us.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
God damn it. I was hoping you'd forget.
Disgusting.